Man.
All right, here we are.
We
are, week 3 of the fantasy football schedule, of the football schedule. All the technicals in here look okay.
We're good.
We look all right. Yeah.
Okay. Solid start. Better than last time, right?
Better than last time. I guess we won't fully know until everybody's in the chat and letting us know. But
right.
I'm feeling pretty good about this one.
Let's see.
So what do we got coming up on the slate, man?
So I guess the big news right now is it looks like Dalvin Cook is probably unlikely to play.
Yeah, that hit. I was not expecting that. I thought it was looking like he was going to be able to come back. But yeah, unlikely to play for Dalvin Cook. So Alexander Mattison.
Yeah, I mean he vaults into at least the RB2 conversation, and he's going to leapfrog a number of names today as just a guy where you just plug him in, don't even think about it. I mean, this is a matchup against Seattle. I have to take a look at their performance so far as a team defense. They're improved.
They're middle of the pack. They're a middle of the pack defense, but they would trend towards the lower end of the middle of the pack. So they're not one to be afraid of. They're one that you can attack.
And this is an offense that runs the ball.
Right.
So you plug
and an offense
Madison
that
in.
has been humming. I mean, this offense has really been going. We haven't really even seen Justin Jefferson pop off. I mean, KJ Hamler and Adam Thielen have been killing it.
KJ Osborne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who did I say?
You said Hamler.
Oops,
it's okay.
My bad.
There's more than one KJ now.
Yeah.
Well, there's always been more than one KJ, right? But he's on defense. Yeah. A lot of 3 receiver sets with Osborne in there. Jefferson has been fine, but yeah, not great. But again, still only a couple of weeks. Opponent rushing yards per game. Is this correct? Is Seattle second to last?
Well, let's swerve. We got Jay Riot coming in with our first question. He says, pick one for half PPR and flex. Tyson Williams, Miles Sanders, Scary Terry, Sterling Shepard, or Chase Edmonds?
There's a lot of good names in there.
There are a lot of good names in there.
It's gotta be
what's
Terry.
going on, Uzi? How you doing, man?
What's up, Uzi? It's gotta be Terry. I mean, I know it's a tough matchup against Tre'Davious White, but start your stud. I really want to start Tyson. He's my start of the week this week in a beautiful matchup, but Terry's a stud. Got to start Terry. There's a lot of good names on that list.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought you were going to go Tyson because you've been such a proponent of Tyson lately.
I am, but Terry McLaurin is a stud.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
So start your studs. It's got to be Terry.
Uzi got a question here for us. I need to start 2. Ridley versus the Giants, AJ Brown versus the Colts, Locket versus the Vikings. Wow. Another good decision.
Dude, you
another hard decision to
sit
make,
one of
man.
those guys. You gotta sit one of those guys. Man. I am a firm believer that AJ Brown comes back to being a wide receiver 1 today. Calvin Ridley or Locket. I mean, if you think the Vikings might shade coverage to Lockett's side this week because he's the one that's been popping off, then maybe Ridley you probably drafted in the 2nd round, if not the 1st.
Yeah, and I mean,
Ridley's,
he is the only person in that offense. He is really the only person in that offense besides, Kyle Pitts.
Pitts,
right.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get force fed, and the one thing that you can always chase is targets and talent, and he has both.
He does.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that I have to say I guess I sit Locket of those 2 because he's the hottest, but Ridley is your anchor. He's the guy that you drafted really high, and AJ Brown, actually same deal. And I think AJ Brown gets back to form today. I have a good feeling about AJ Brown. Just call it a hunch. I guess I'd go Ridley and Brown. Damn.
There you go.
Yell
Tough
at your
decision to
commissioner. Add a flex spot.
Yeah.
Add a flex spot to your starting lineup.
All right, Darren Hopkins comes in with the next question. I need help for PPR, Alexander Madison or DeAndre Swift, and then for flex, Marvin Jones or Robert Woods.
Robert Woods there for sure over Marvin. I think
right.
Robert Woods in a shootout today. I mean,
yeah, this is a get-right game for Robert Woods. He hasn't been phenomenal to start the season. Obviously, Cooper Kupp has taken the spotlight there, but yeah, I think this is a get-right game for Robert Woods.
As far as Madison against Swift, so Swift is going against Baltimore. Madison against the Seahawks. Am I crazy to say I think just go Madison?
You're not crazy.
Madison. I think it might just be Madison.
That's a tough decision to make.
I think it might be Madison. If you have to pick two, I mean, Swift will catch a ton of balls. Is it half PPR or it's full? Oh, it's full PPR.
Yep, full PPR.
All right, DeAndre Swift is a little bit more enticing in that scenario. Man, I don't know. I guess Madison's going to get the full workload. Swift will split with Jamal Williams. I think I lean Madison.
Yeah, Madison's only competition there is Kene Nwangwu. And he looks
Madison
like a special teamer to start off his career. So yeah, I think you got to go Madison. Even though that's just a really hard decision to make. You never want to start off. I mean, you never want to sit DeAndre Swift. But
no, you don't.
I think that's the way to go here.
Yeah, I think it makes sense to throw Madison in there. He's going to get all the volume.
Yeah. All right, User Nerd comes through with a question. He says, I got to play Rondell Moore. I think that's Rondell Moore in my flex now because Dalvin is out. That's not a question. But that's
fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad start there. Just because
you'll be all
out.
right. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I like Rondell Moore a lot. Mm-hmm. If you've been checking out our content at all lately, you know that because I keep doing videos on him. All right, Uzi comes in with the next comment here in the chat. He says, I traded Tyson Williams and Devonta Smith for A.J. Brown and Standard as well. Wow. Okay.
I mean, I think that's fair. I do like Tyson moving forward. I think Devonta Smith is going to be up and down this year. He'll have his weeks, but AJ Brown is a stud. I mean, I think that's
yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yep.
Yeah, I have no issues there. I think AJ Brown comes back to form today. I really do. The Colts have been giving up a ton of receiving work, so they're at home. The Titans are. And
you were very high on AJ Brown coming into the season.
Yeah,
higher than consensus even. Yep.
Yeah, I was prepared to go as high as like the wide receiver one pre-Julio trade. The Julio trade put the kibosh on that because I was expecting a mammoth target share for AJ Brown, like the highest in the league. The Julio trade changed that, so I had to bump him back down. But still love AJ. I know he's coming off. I think he's coming off like double knee surgery, so that's always like a little,
he did what he did last year.
Anchor.
He did what he did last year with two broken knees, right?
I think one, yeah.
At least two issues with both legs. There were issues with both legs there.
But the dude, he's a monster.
Yeah. All right, Jay Riot comes through. He, I think this is in.
This was about the Tyson.
This was about the
Terry
the
versus
pick one.
Tyson.
It's
got to be Terry.
He says my RBs are Saquon and Eckler, and he can't sit either of them for Tyson. Wide receivers are Kupp and Lamb, so that's his flex spot.
And it's half PP. Terry. Go Terry.
Yep. All right. Uzi says, the problem is I started DJ Moore at one of my wide receivers. I only have one spot left for wide receiver and flex.
I mean, that worked out. DJ Moore had a monster game and could have had even more. I think
DJ Moore is a wide receiver one by season's end.
I think you're okay. I think given that, I guess you're okay sitting Locket, but I got to play Ridley even if it's not a great matchup and Ridley's off to a bit of a slow start. And We just got done talking about A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
Ridley and Brown, I'd say just fire those guys up.
And Uzi says, like the stream. Thank you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in.
Appreciate that.
Thank you for your the questions. If you have any more, man, throw them in the chat. Roddy Ramen says Cole Beasley or Kenny Gallaudet at wide receiver.
Is Gallaudet gonna play?
I would go Cole Beasley. He's been a wide receiver 3.
I think I would go.
And
yeah,
Kenny Galladay's been
Beasley.
like a wide receiver 5 this season. I know it's not what you wanted when you drafted Kenny Gallaudet. Trust me, I'm in the same spot in a keeper league. It's just like
Giants are playing the Falcons. That's a beautiful matchup for the Giants.
Yeah, but Cole Beasley, man,
and
he's been getting all the targets. He's been getting all the targets.
And Kenny Galladay's, he dealt with hip injuries all last year. Hip injury this week. Yeah, I would play Beasley. It's the safe play. If you need to swing for the fences and you're desperate, so your opponent had Brandon Cooks and DJ Moore and Sam Darnold, and you need to swing for the fences, then sure, Gallaudet, I guess. But I would play Beasley.
Yeah, I think that's the smart way to go, and that's not just because I'm a Bills fan.
Right.
All right. Larams23 asks, in your opinion, would you start a Rams defense versus the Bucs today or the Titans? Wentz is starting, but do we really think he finishes the game?
I see a question above that, actually, but I will answer this one first.
Team out of nowhere. Yep.
Yeah,
we'll get to yours afterwards. Sorry about that. My chat's like.
I would start the Titans defense. I would. I think they're the better stream this week. Wentz is playing with 2 sprained ankles. I would give me the plus matchup as opposed to the Rams are going to be in a shootout with the Bucs. That's what I expect. I know Antonio Brown's out for Tampa Bay, but Tom Brady's off to a phenomenal start this year. He's still got a buttload of weapons in that Bucs offense. I would stream the Titans against Wentz and the Colts. That's what I would do.
There you go.
I know the Rams are better.
I don't disagree.
I know the Rams are a better defense, but the Titans have the significantly better matchup. I like to play the matchup when it comes to defenses.
Yeah, I mean, they've been a lock for the Bucs, at least have been a lock for 5 touchdowns a game. And I don't know if that slows down very much, even though they're going up against an elite defense. I don't know if they
get 5 today, but it's not going to be.
Going to get 4.
We'll settle for 4.
Yeah. All right, team out of nowhere. PPR, start 2. Javonte Williams, Nyheim Hines, Henry Ruggs, and Trey Sermon. Sorry about missing that comment. We will get to every single question asked today in this chat.
I'm going Williams at home against the Jets, and I'm going Ruggs. The Raiders play the Dolphins. Dolphins, they just got boat raced last week for 35 points, but the Dolphins defense is solid, but but with all the attention that you have to give to Waller, Ruggs opened up the field last week against the Steelers. I would go Ruggs, and then I'm a believer in Javonte Williams. I will continue to be a believer in Javonte Williams. He's looked good. He just hasn't scored yet. At home against the Jets, the Broncos should win that game. Positive game script for the Broncos run game.
Yeah, and I mean, Melvin Gordon came away looking like the better running back when you looked at the stat sheet after week 1, but that was just because he got a long 77-yard run.
Yeah.
Outside of that, Javonte Williams has looked like the better back in both weeks.
Yes, he has.
He just hasn't had the long run. He hasn't punched it in for a touchdown. But yeah, I'm with you. I'd go Javonte there.
Trey Sermon, I gotta see something, like anything first before I plug him in.
Coming back from a concussion too. I mean.
He's got 1 carry on the year.
Yeah.
I got to see something first. I would go, Javonte and Ruggs.
All right. Where are we at? We got Anthony Garcia. Grade the trade. Tyson and Sermon for Debo. And I got Debo, 18 league PPR.
8, like 18 teams? Dang.
Yeah, it looks like it.
That's some decent running back depth. So I would maybe ask, who are your other running backs? But Debo is off to a blazing hot start. Brandon Ayuk is not. George Kittle is not. Debo looks like the target hog in that offense right now. The only question with him is obviously health. So I'm always leery trading running back depth, 2 of them. especially for a receiver. But I mean, Debo right now is I think he's fair to say he's top 15, right?
I mean, yeah, and I don't see him slowing down. I think he's been identified as the number one in this offense. I think the issues last year were all injury related, and thus a lot of the targets that would have gone his way, a lot of the just the offensive focus that would have gone his way went to Ayuk out of necessity. I mean,
Right.
Kittle was down,
Debo and
but
Kittle
I mean,
were both
I think
hurt.
this is how this offense. I think this is how Shanahan wants to run this offense, through Debo. So yeah,
He's so good.
he is really
Yeah,
good.
I'm fine. I
is
like
really good.
Tyson. I like Tyson. I'm still jury's still out on Sermon, but big fan of Debo. Have been since his rookie year. So yeah, I mean, if you're if you're thin at wide receiver, then sure.
Basketball Knowledge asks, Jalen Waddle or KJ Osborne, full PPR rest of season?
Rest of season,
Jalen. I think I go Jalen
I'd still
just
go
because
Waddle.
he's the number one there.
Yeah, well, he's the talking about the 6th overall pick in the draft. I know Tua was just placed on IR, so he's going to miss a few games. So he could be taking some lumps for the next couple of weeks with Jacoby Brissett in there. But Waddle, Osborne's not climbing ahead of Thielen or Justin Jefferson in that pecking order this year. No matter how much he flashes. No disrespect to Osborne, it's just Thielen and Jefferson are the starters in that offense.
Right. Jay Riot. I traded Trevor Lawrence and Joe Mixon for Austin Eckler. I'm in a 2 QB league, and he says later on, I made that trade in the preseason. That's rough. I don't know if I'd 2 QB league, Lawrence and Mixon for Eckler. I love Eckler, but that's
if it's a PPR league, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. If it's a PPR league, I'm okay with it.
2 QB league.
I guess it depends who are the other quarterbacks. Is Lawrence a QB3 in that situation? But you had a QB4 that you felt okay about. Like,
I mean, I know he hasn't
Jones
been great this season, but I mean, I don't know.
It's Mixon. I remain high on for the rest of the season. Maybe not necessarily today. Well, he could be fine. Pittsburgh's banged up on defense. It's a lot. I mean, Eckler's going to have to deliver big time as far as a PPR machine for the trade to pay off, but he can do that.
Yeah, he can. It's just Mixon's been getting all the work.
He does get all
everybody
the work.
was saying he could not handle because he's too injury prone. He's getting all the work. He might be getting the most work of any running back in the NFL right now. So that's why I say it's rough. And he's getting work in the pass game and the rush game. I know the team hasn't been very good, but that week 1 game showed you what that workload can net you if the offense does get right. So that's tough.
It's a good amount to give up.
Yeah.
So if Eckler is able to score at a higher rate than he has to this point in his career, then we'll see. I would just if he's locked and loaded at quarterback, then maybe,
There you go. Yo, Fortune West Music, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the question. What's going on, Corey?
Fortune.
I hope you lose this week, though. What's up?
That's rude.
He asked Ruggs or Marvin Jones as a flex play, half PPR, 10 team.
I'm like, do I go I think Marvin Jones. I think I got to go Marvin Jones. Right now he's Jacksonville's wide receiver 1. Right now anyway. Darren Waller is the wide receiver 1 in Vegas. Wide receiver 1. I would go Marvin Jones. And the Jacksonville's playing the Cardinals today. They're going to have to keep pace. I think that's going to be one of the faster, more fast-paced, paced games of the day. You know what I'm saying. I think the Cardinals can score. They're electric on offense. Jacksonville's going to have to keep up at home. Marvin Jones.
I'm going to say Ruggs because he's playing me, and I would prefer he score less points than more points.
You're out there giving bad advice. All right. Marvin Jones.
All right, for anybody else
over
out there
Henry
listening, yeah, if it's a choice between Ruggs or Marvin Jones, then you go Marvin Jones. But Corey, put in Ruggs this week. Use a Nerd asks, or just says, really need Matty Ice to show out this week.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants are not good on defense, so that's what you have going for you. They're on the road. I don't know why. Call this like a mental thing, or I don't know what. I'm always a little leery about dome teams going outside to play a road game.
His splits weren't as bad as like a Drew Brees. Sorry, I hit the mic. But I mean, they're not stellar. He does play worse when he's not playing in the dome.
Right, on the road, outside. I mean, there shouldn't be too many. I don't know what the weather is in New York right now, but it's not cold. Let's put it that way. I mean, he's got Calvin Ridley. He's got Kyle Pitts. It is a put up or shut up game for Matt Ryan a little bit because the Giants just are not. They're not good on defense. But we'll see. It's dicey. He's a QB2 right now.
Yeah, and will be until further notice. I don't really see that changing. He was a low end QB1 last year, and that was with Julio Jones. So looks about right. John Pagurayan. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I hope that's right. He says, I lost both Mostert and Mitchell. Are any of these new 49ers running backs worth starting? I only got Murray on the bench.
Latavius Murray? I mean, fire up Latavius. I mean, I like the Baltimore backs today against the Lions. The Lions aren't stopping anybody. Like, running backs are killing Detroit right now.
Yeah, Elijah Moore got his big game week 1 against the Giants, and then week 2...
Mitchell.
Who did I say?
Elijah Mitchell. You said Elijah Moore.
Oh, goddamn. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Elijah Mitchell, had a breakout against Detroit week 1.
And then Aaron Jones. Yeah.
4 touchdowns. I mean, Aaron Jones is a monster, but still, Detroit is getting gassed right now by running backs. I play Latavius Murray. Sermon looks like he's going to start for the 49ers, but is he going to get 15 touches? I can't sit here and definitively say that. I don't know who's going to.
Are any of the new 49ers running backs worth starting? If you got to throw somebody into your flex, you could do worse than Trey Sermon.
I'd rather play Latavius Murray.
Yeah, me too. But just as far as that question, taking Murray out of it, I would.
Sermon you could fire up as a desperation play, but there's no way I can feel good about it.
Yeah, no, we both recommend going Murray there.
Yeah, I would go Murray.
Ha Kegel asks, flex, Kareem Hunt or Javonte Williams, PPR.
The Browns are playing. Who's Cleveland playing? Chicago. That's tough. It's full PPR.
Hold on, my chat just jumped. Give me a sec. Yeah, it's full PPR.
Full PPR. And maybe Kareem Hunt. Let me check that.
I'd go Kareem Hunt.
I think I'd go Hunt. Slight edge to Hunt.
Yeah.
As in full PPR pass catcher. Should be a competitive game if Justin Fields is able to come in and do his thing.
Yeah, I mean, if
I would go Hunt.
OBJ's first game back, I don't know how much work they're going to throw his way. Jarvis Landry's out, so it looks like it could be a game where you could see a lot of Kareem Hunt.
That's right. Yeah, no Jarvis Landry. Hunt maybe lines up at receiver a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah,
so I would go Hunt as the clear guy to go to there. It really isn't. I love Javonte Williams, especially long term, but I think for this week it's clear that you go Hunt there.
Yep.
N Savvy asks flex 2 in PPR: Rondell Moore, Chase Edmonds, Mike Davis, Alexander Madison. Well, Alexander Madison for 1.
Madison's got to go in at this point. If Dalvin Cook is confirmed out, which all I've seen is he's unlikely to play. I think he's still just listed as questionable. If Dalvin Cook is out, so obviously keep an eye on that. Got to plug in Madison, and then in full PPR, I guess I would go Rondell. I'm tempted to say Edmonds, but in full PPR, I think I would say Rondell more.
I think I would too.
Trending up big time. I mean, Edmonds should catch passes today. I expect points to be scored in that game on both sides. But I think I'll go Rondell over Edmonds. Yeah.
And it's not Mike Davis.
If Cook is in miraculously, Moore and Edmonds. If Cook is out as expected, Madison and Moore.
There you go. Anthony Garcia says, Situation Room went wide receiver heavy in this 8-man league. Adams, Godwin, Woods, Thielen. Start three, sit 1, please.
Is it wild that I am considering sitting Godwin because I think he's the one who's going to see Jalen Ramsey? I mean,
it's not.
It's between him and Adams. You're firing up Adams. That's a no-brainer. And I think Robert Woods this week is a no-brainer as well. Godwin is usually a no-brainer, but I think Godwin sees Jalen Ramsey today. I don't think Mike Evans does. I mean, Ramsey might move around, but I think Ramsey follows Godwin today. I think I would swing for the fences and play Thielen over Godwin.
There you go.
Adams, Woods, Thielen.
Even though Godwin has been the most consistent option
Godwin,
for Tampa Bay.
He's so good. He is so good, and should see a few.
Antonio Brown out, right?
Without AB,
he's on,
right?
Yeah, right. That's a really tough decision, man.
That's a tough decision. This is why I don't like playing eight man or 10-man leagues.
No, it's an 8-man league.
There's too many difficult decisions to make. Godwin is the obvious play most weeks. I think I sit Godwin. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I think Godwin should be fine today, but again, he's gonna see Ramsey, Adams, Woods, Thielen.
And that's huge coming from you because I know you are a big Godwin fan.
I love Godwin. Yeah. I love Godwin.
And you're a huge fan of just the whole Tampa Bay offense. So
Bucks passing attack.
Yeah, it's a big sit. It's a big sit.
Easy.
All right.
Yeah.
Attack of the Lumbee says, in PPR, pick 2, Saquon, Zeke, Tyson Williams, or Alexander Madison.
Oh, good God. I mean, it's Saquon and Zeke. Like, you have to go Saquon. And how do you have both of those guys? If you have Saquon and Zeke, just play Saquon and Zeke.
I'm guessing Saquon fell. I'm guessing that's what happened there.
Must have fell. Yeah, it must have fell pretty hard. Maybe Zeke was like a 6th, 7th pick, and then Saquon fell way to the middle of the 2nd round or something like that. Yeah, Saquon and Zeke. I mean, you're talking about two anchors.
Uzi coming through with the hey, thanks man, thanks for the compliment. He says you guys are goated. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Can you see the chat? You can see the chat. I don't know why I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm looking, but I'm letting you. No, I'm letting. You can queue them up. I keep losing my place, so you got it.
All right, we got a super chat. Thank you, Easy Money Sicilian. He said he has Tyler Boyd since no Higgins or Hollywood, PPR.
Hollywood. I think Hollywood comes. I think he continues his run today. He's still operating as the team's wide receiver 1. Tyler Boyd, even without T. Higgins, I think Jamar Chase is the wide receiver 1. I think Boyd's set up for a nice day. Man, he could come through in PPR, but Hollywood is Hollywood again. He looks awesome, and he's a threat for a big play. The Lions are not a good team. Not a good team on defense. I would go Hollywood. I mean, they have nobody in the secondary. Jeff Okudah's out for the season. I don't know who covers Marquise Brown. I'm going Hollywood.
Yeah, I think I would go Hollywood there too, just because he looks like the number 1 target for Lamar Jackson this season, and it doesn't look like it's even close. Because I mean, it's not Mark Andrews this year.
Nope.
And Rashad Bateman's still out. It's not Sammy Watkins, So no. I think you go Hollywood Brown there.
I'm going Hollywood there, no doubt.
All right. T.Y. Jersey asks, Tyson, Montgomery, Gibson, start 2, full PPR.
Montgomery and Gibson. Damn, no.
I mean, what I will say is Gibson's going up against Buffalo, and Buffalo has so far held opposing running backs to RB3 weeks.
They did lock up Najee.
They locked up Najee, and I mean, the Dolphins didn't do anything. I know that was...
No, they got nothing going on offense.
Right.
Yeah. Tyson's my start of the week against a really bad Detroit Lions defense. We just got done. And Baltimore is favored by 9 points. I think game script favors the run game. Crap. Is it balls? It might be ballsy to say, but is it ballsy to say Tyson and Montgomery? And I mean, Montgomery's got a tough matchup too, but Montgomery's the dude in that for the Bears.
Yeah, and Fields is starting, adding a little bit more electricity to them. I mean, I would.
That's tough. I think I gotta think about that one. It's tough for me to say sit one of Montgomery or Gibson.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Because Gibson was your RB5 coming into the season, wasn't he?
Not my RB5.
RB6.
He was. I had him
something like that.
Like an RB. I think I had him as my RB8 or 9.
There you go.
I think he does get back to his full workload today. I think J.D. McKissic goes back to being a bit of an afterthought today on 10 days rest. I think Gibson is more likely to get a full workload today. That's all I'll say. Man, I think that's a gut call. I really do. I don't want to punt it back to you, but like, here's the situation. Montgomery has a tough matchup, but he's the guy. Gibson has a tough matchup. I think he goes back to being the guy today. Tyson mixes it, or Tyson has to mix in with Latavius Murray, but Tyson has the best matchup, and he's explosive for sure. I think he's like first or second in the NFL in yards per carry right now.
Yeah,
Tyson is
6.5 yards per carry right now. He plays in the best rushing offense, or I mean, it's maybe not the. It's the best. It's the best rushing offense in the league.
It's the Baltimore Ravens. They're the best.
Yeah, it's the best rushing offense in the league. And
crap. Am I going to say Tyson and Gibson? Maybe Tyson and Gibson. We've spent a lot of time on this question, so I definitely want to keep it moving.
Yeah.
I would say Tyson has the far and away the best matchup. So if you want to play the matchup, then get Tyson in there. If you want to start Tyson, I guess I would actually lean maybe sitting Montgomery. I think Gibson gets back to his workload today.
And prior to this season, for like the past 5 or 6 years, the Bills' Achilles heel on defense was the run game. That was the one way where they could attack you or you could attack them or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say Tyson and Gibson. Montgomery may have the toughest matchup of the 3.
Yeah.
And now Fields might vulture rushing production or a score. Tyson and Gibson. There you go.
All right, error score. Start Gibson or Marvin Jones in flex full PPR. Gibson. Bender, Gibson. Pitts or Andrews, week 3, standard.
Pitts. The Giants' defense is bad. That's it. Pitts. Andrews has not come through yet. I know it's a great matchup, but Pitts.
Yeah, I mean, the opposing teams are just going to continue to roll coverage to Calvin Ridley because he's the only threat on that team. So, I mean, Pitts is going to be wide open for some shots. He's been in on for all the snaps you could have wanted. He's seen the usage. He hasn't quite gotten... it hasn't quite shown itself in the box score yet, but I do think you roll Pitts here, and it's a tough one because I do like Andrews, but he is not the number 1 target for Lamar Jackson this season. And
I've honestly less and less high on Andrews.
Rashad Bateman comes in whenever he comes back and muddies the waters further as a big target that they can shoot to in the red zone, further lowering Mark Andrews' red zone value, right? So
yeah, I mean that's not tough. An issue this week, but still no. Pitts. I don't think it's tough to I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's tough. Pitts.
Yeah. And maybe if Andrews has a boom game, you can try to ship him to somebody, sell him.
Maybe.
Yeah. Especially if you have Pitts to choose from. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All right, we got another super chat. Garfield 78211.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for the super chat. He asks, Gibson or Mike Davis half PPR? You got to go Gibson there, bro.
Gibson. Yeah, I think that's a relatively easy call. You're talking about a guy who should get all the volume. The only reason I don't think he got volume week 2 was because it's a Thursday night. Those damn Thursday night games, they always they mess everything up. Case in point, last week, Christian McCaffrey.
You're not
I
wrong.
think Gibson gets his full workload again today. I know Mike Davis I think he caught like 7 passes last week, but I mean, he's in a timeshare with a kick returner in Patterson. I'm going Gibson easily.
Yeah, I'd go Gibson there too, without question. Just to throw it out there, can y'all let us know how everything's working right now with this live stream? We had some issues last week with our live stream. Is everything working all right for all the viewers out there? Please let us know in the chat. And Nick, you had something you wanted to throw out about the London games and scheduling this stream specifically for when you got to wake up at 6 o'clock on the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up early. Yeah, just to throw it out there so everybody knows, if you guys are enjoying this stream and you guys want to join us for any of these start sits moving forward, week 5, so not next week but in 2 weeks, there will be the first London game. So I think we're gonna do this start sit stream Saturday night instead of Sunday morning. Time to be determined, specific time to be determined. If that sounds good, or if you guys want to join us, let us know. And John, we can put a post on our community page.
Yep.
And let everybody know. So we're just letting everybody know that's what we're thinking for 2 weeks from now, potentially Saturday night instead of Sunday morning. But let's get back to some of these questions.
Yes. All right. Dylan. Sorry.
It's Dylan. We can do Dylan.
Dylan. Rondell, Moore, Chark, James White, or Cordarrelle Patterson, a half point PPR in the flex.
I mean, I'm always a proponent to go with the running back. I'm tempted to say James White. He looks like he's back to form.
Yeah, I mean,
Patriots are playing the Saints. Yeah, I think I'm leaning James White.
It'd be for me between him and Rondell Moore. It wouldn't be Chark.
Yeah, it's between him and Rondell.
Chark's been getting all the air yards in the world, but he has not. That offense just hasn't been putting it together, and he just doesn't seem to have it quite yet with Trevor Lawrence. And it's not Patterson. Patterson is fool's gold. To me, at least, that's how I view him.
That's how I view it as well. Yeah, I think I would go James White. I would go James White.
I would too.
Looks like we got a few people saying that everything sounds and looks good. So,
thanks, guys. Appreciate it. JC comes through, says RB slot, Madison, Sermon, or Latavius have PPR. Gotta go Madison there, bro.
Madison, if Cook is out as expected, Madison. If Cook is miraculously in, I would go Latavius, but Cook is expected to miss the game at this point. So Madison.
Hey, Bender, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you coming through and coming through asking questions and being here with us on this live stream. This is a lot of fun. I wasn't sure how I would feel about the live streams when we started this up, but this is a lot of fun.
I'm glad you've come around to it.
I have. All right, Jay Riot. My other trade was I flipped Callaway and Carson Wentz for CD Lamb because same situation. The other guy had no QBs in a 2 QB league.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is a win. That's a clear win. You made up for that other trade. Wow, good job.
He's trading his quarterback depth, but that's a beautiful trade.
Yeah, who are your quarterbacks now?
I hope they're good.
Yeah, let us know in the chat who your quarterbacks are. Yeah. JC comes through and says, I have to decide between Terry McLaurin and Mike Williams in my flex for that same team.
The Madison Sermon lat. Yeah, I mean, it's Terry. I know it's a tough matchup, but Terry's a stud. I know Mike Williams is off to a strong start. Looks really good. Should be in a shootout today against the Chiefs. But yeah, I agree. Terry's
Start your studs. Daniel Monroe must sit 1. Diggs, McLaurin, A-Rob, or Debo. Standard non-PPR.
I'm going Allen Robinson there. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'm going Allen Robinson.
Yeah.
Rookie quarterback. He's going to see Robinson's going to see Denzel Ward today.
Yep.
Diggs, McLaurin are layups, and Debo just has the better matchup and has been a wide receiver 1 at this point. On the wide receiver 1-2 borderline conversation through the first 2 weeks. It sucks. It's tough. It's a tough call, but I'm sitting A-Rob among those options.
I would too. rookie quarterback. You just got Debo's been on fire. Diggs will get his, and McLaurin. I mean, we just talked about McLaurin in the question right above this one. So yeah, I think you. It sucks, but you got to sit A-Rob there. You got to sit one of those guys. Mm-hmm. So, Slim Reaper, thanks for the comment, bro.
What's up, Slim Reaper?
Robert Martin, Mooney or Peyton Barber or Corey Davis half PPR? It'd be either Corey Davis or Darnell Mooney. It wouldn't be Peyton Barber.
Yeah, it can't be Peyton Barber. Who are the Jets playing? Oh, the Broncos on the road. Corey Davis.
Yeah.
Corey Davis.
Yeah. It wouldn't be Peyton Barber. If you're not going to go Corey Davis, go Mooney there. But Corey Davis. Yeah. Anthony Garcia. Yeah. Follow-up question on that 18-team PPR league. I was the third pick drafted. Kamara and Javonte Williams, Carter and Henderson. Wide receivers are Terry and Boyd, and now Debo and Jackson at quarterback, and Logan Thomas and Tanyan. 18 team. Wow, I mean that's a good team for 18 teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid squad, bro.
Pretty solid.
Chris Hahn, Daniel Jones, or Lamar this weekend? Lamar. Without question.
I mean, yeah, Lamar's the obvious, but I don't think it's without question. Daniel Jones is. Here's why I say that. Baltimore should win this game with relative ease. It's entirely possible Lamar doesn't have to do too much. I would still say you have to fire up Lamar, but Daniel Jones, if you need a spot start at quarterback, Daniel Jones has as good of a matchup as you can ask for this week. Going against the Falcons at home. He's the leading rusher for the Giants right now. I don't think that's going to stay the same all season long, but I mean, he looks fine. I mean, you got as far as a spot start, I still got to give the edge to Lamar. I wouldn't expect a ceiling game from Lamar today though, because I just don't think the Ravens are going to have to do. They're not going to have to do any yeoman's work on offense today to win this game.
Yeah, but I would still go Lamar over Daniel Jones.
Still gotta go Lamar. I mean, he's amazing.
Bender, thanks for the support again, bro. Hey, thank you for everybody that's in the chat right now. Thank you for everybody that has
thanks for joining
questions.
us. This Sunday morning. My favorite. This is a mini Christmas for me. I don't, or whatever holiday you celebrate.
We look forward to this all year, as I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. All right, Bob Riddle, Chark or Rager? What do you think, bro? I think I'd go Chark just because, I mean, he is getting all the air yards, and I know they haven't hooked up yet. He got an insane amount of targets week 1 and only came down with, I think, 4 receptions and didn't do it. He didn't put it together week 2, but I think he's the number 1 target there still. And while they haven't linked up as well as as much as Marvin Jones.
I can't agree with Marvin Jones is the one in that offense right now, not Chark, not Visca. This is all I'll say in favor of Rieger. It's a phenomenal matchup against Dallas, and he's not going to see their number 1 corner, who is playing well. But the Eagles are in a bit of a bad spot on Monday night. Jordan Mailata, their left tackle, is out for the game, so that's going to hurt the offense.
And it's going to be the Quez Watkins show, bro.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go Chark. I like I said earlier, I expect the pace of this Cardinals-Jags game to be good. I expect it to be up-tempo on both sides. I expect points to be scored. So, yeah, I would give the edge to Chark.
We got Dylon with another question.
Dylon.
Spitting hot fire with these questions. Hey, CEH, James White, or Cordell Patterson at running back?
You got to go Clyde for one more week.
Yeah.
Ride the wave. Hopefully he can get back on track at home. You're kind of like holding your nose and hoping for the best with Clyde at this point. But of those options, go with Clyde for one more week. If he flops again, first of all, I apologize, but I think there's going to be a lot of people that are sucking it up and playing him one more week. But if he flops again, that question becomes much more of a thinker next week.
Yeah, then it becomes matchup based between CEH and James White, honestly.
Yeah. But for now, Clyde. One
Yep.
more week of Clyde.
JP, PPR flex spot. Should I play Mike Williams, AJ Brown, or risk it for the biscuit and play Tyson Williams?
You got to play AJ Brown.
Yeah. Start your studs.
You got to start your studs. AJ Brown's a stud.
Tyson's in a great matchup, but you got to start your studs.
But AJ Brown's a stud. You got to play AJ Brown.
Yep.
Full PPR, got to play AJ Brown.
Slim Reaper. Bengals streamable next week against the Jags. Don't want to start Arizona against the Rams.
I'm not sure I'm ready to go there. Jacksonville can put up points. I know Trevor Lawrence has not been great so far, and he's turning the ball over.
And the Bengals aren't world beaters.
The Bengals aren't world beaters. Next week, if you're, I'll just throw this out there right now. If you're looking for a defense to stream, I would expect the Miami Dolphins if they were drafted, they may have been dropped after they got crushed week 2. They get the Colts at home. And whether it's a banged-up Carson Wentz or Jacob Eason, that's an offense I'm prepared to target. So see if Miami's available. I'm not ready to go there with Cincinnati.
There you go, expert advice. That's what you come here for, because I wouldn't have given you that answer. Thanks, Nick.
There you go.
All right. Raghav Sharma asks, should I start Michael Pittman Jr., Devonta Smith, Devontae Parker, or Christian Kirk?
I would go Pittman here. Pittman came back to life week 2. Not that he was dead, but he showed out week 2. He showed why there were a lot of preseason expectations that he would be the Colts wide receiver 1. I know Wentz is banged up. I know Eason is not very good, but this is not a difficult matchup against Tennessee. I would go Pittman.
Yeah, it just comes down to number 1 in the pecking order in terms of receiving there, because Paris Campbell's nowhere. He's out again with an injury. Zach Pascal has been good. He's gotten the touchdowns, but last week I think Michael Pittman showed enough to where he should be in there above those other guys. Because you got to wonder if Rondell Moore has overtaken Christian Kirk. Devontae Parker, well, great depth is. We know what we're getting with Devontae Parker, and it's really to me between Devonta Smith and Michael Pittman.
Yeah, that's what it's between. Smith is going to get the tougher matchup this week. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the Cowboys' number 1 corner, but despite Dallas's shortcomings on defense this year, he's been really good.
Is that Trayvon Diggs?
No. I'm blanking on the name. I apologize. He's been good this year. The Cowboys' number 1 corner has been good this year. They're giving up a ton of production everywhere else. So Devontae Smith, I'm a little concerned about this week. So for that reason, I would go Pittman.
All right, Dr. Fizzy, Derek Carr or Danny Dimes? Derek Carr's been really good, but I think you got to go Danny Dimes just based off of what Nick was talking about with that last comment about Lamar Jackson versus Danny Dimes.
Yeah, it's a great matchup. Atlanta can't stop a nosebleed right now on defense. They are bad, and Daniel Jones has been running the ball. He's got much more rushing upside than Carr does. Danny. I will say Derek
Carr. I mean, they don't have a run game right now.
No.
So the way they win is through the air, so that he does have that going in his favor. So for anybody else out there, don't shy away from starting Derek Carr if you need to, but it's Danny Dimes here.
Tougher match. Miami is not as bad on defense as they showed last week.
Yeah.
I don't know that a game like that necessarily happens again. Danny Dimes has the much better matchup.
John Pagurayan, you're welcome, bro. Brandon Riviera, Madison or CEH in the flex? You going Madison over CEH here?
Yeah, I mean, if Dalvin Cook is out, yes. If Dalvin Cook is out, yes.
There you go. Kyle Cucarola, CEH, Sutton, Tyson, Devonta, start 2. 1 running back, 1 flex.
Tyson is in there for me. And then
You going Sutton?
I don't know if it's... Yeah. If it's not standard. If it's standard, then Tyson and CEH. If it's anything else, half or full PPR, Tyson and Sutton.
There you go. All right. I would do the same thing. I like Sutton.
I do. Yeah, I like Sutton a lot.
Basketball knowledge. J.D. McKissick, Kenneth Gainwell, Brandon Ayuk, Trey Sermon, Devin Singletary. Start 3. 1 RB, 2 flex, full PPR.
I'm going Gainwell in there for sure.
Yep. He's been getting a ton of work and a ton of high value work. He almost had 2 touchdowns last game. One got called back.
One got called back.
Yep.
So yeah, Gainwell's in there for me. Of those other options, you have to start 3. I think I would go Sermon. And then I can't trust Brandon Ayuk right now. I just can't do it.
No.
J.D. McKissick, this is maybe just personal. I think McKissick's production was a result of Washington playing on Thursday night. I think that's the result of the receiving work that McKissick got. So between McKissick and Singletary, I would lean Singletary. I do feel like I might be chasing points a little bit from last week, but Singletary right now has a little bit more of a role, I would say, than McKissick. So I would go Gainwell, Sermon, Singletary.
Yeah, Singletary, he's been able to eke out points, especially last week, even with Zach Moss there. Zach Moss scored 2 touchdowns last game, and Singletary, you would have thought that would have led Singletary to have a bad game. You'd think the pendulum swings one way or the other. Singletary still got a decent amount of points. So I think that's smart.
Yeah, Gainwell, Sermon, Singletary.
Esvar Arun asks, rough start for me, desperately need a win. A-Rob, Debo, or Woods? Pick 2, PPR.
You can bounce out of if it's like an 0-2 hole. You can bounce out of that. It's way too early in the season. But I would go Debo and Woods. I know it's between. It seems so wild that I'm like so quickly. This is the second time I'm like kind of quickly dismissing Allen Robinson. But I think the factors are most against him today. Again, he's going to see Denzel Ward. We're seeing Justin Fields for the first time, who we expect. I think everybody, everyone's rooting for Justin Fields to be good. Everybody wants Justin Fields to be good. But this is his first start, and this is not a great. This is not a great matchup. So, I would go Debo and Woods.
Yeah, I would too. And don't worry, bro. You'll bounce out of it. Those are good wide receivers to pick from. You'll be all right. B3 solo, Harris or TP? I have Elliott, JT, Tyson, and the other slots. Is that Tony Pollard, TP?
Maybe it is. Elliott, Taylor, Tyson. I'm Harris. Yeah, I would throw Harris in there. Yeah. I know Pollard popped last week, but until he does it consecutively,
he's looked better than
he has looked better.
He
has looked better, but it's still early in the season.
Yeah, especially if you have Elliott there already.
Gotta play. Yeah, just play Zeke, Taylor for sure, Tyson for sure, and I would go Harris.
Yep. Slim Reaper, don't want to play Gaskin this week. Any of these good pivot? Gainwell, Jamal Williams, or Ty Johnson? They're all decent pivots. Gainwell and Jamal Williams are both decent pivots. Ty Johnson's a little bit more of a last-ditch.
But, I agreed on Ty. It's kind of that he's like a last-ditch effort. Yep. The only thing that scares me about Jamal Williams is they're playing Baltimore. So that's a tough matchup. I think I think you have to suck it up and play Gaskin this week. I'll be honest. I think he gets more work with the backup quarterback. He's catching the ball a little bit this year, isn't he, Gaskin?
Yeah. He's not getting the work on the ground that you would like to see, and just the offense hasn't been humming in general to the point where he's seeing a lot of red zone chances, scoring chances. But he's getting the receiving work. He is.
I think you play Gaskin, Slim. I think you play Gaskin. I know it might not feel good. It might, gotta hold your nose and do it. I think you play Gaskin.
Yeah, Jamal Williams in a revenge game last week didn't deliver. Gainwell's been very involved, but he's still the number 2. He's been very involved.
I would suck it up and play Gaskin.
Yeah,
I would.
Yep. B3 solo, Sutton, Pittman, or Madison. Pick 2 PPR. You can go Sutton and Madison.
Madison's in there. Yeah, Madison's in there if Cook is out. Madison's in there if Cook is out. If he's not, again, miraculously, then sure, Sutton and Pittman. But I would go Sutton and Madison, assuming Cook is out.
Jay Riot says, you're right, don't play Gaskins. Tua is out.
To that point, I think you're fine playing Gaskin. I think, sure, that maybe the Dolphins run the ball more, and then therefore the Raiders are able to key on that a little bit. But, I mean, volume is volume. I think Gaskin gets a few more looks today with Tua out. I think Gaskin is serviceable. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, that game, throw away the game plan for the Dolphins on offense last week after Tua goes out. At that point, they're just trying to keep their heads above water, and it's clear they couldn't. But the offense is going to be a little bit more composed coming into this week. So, yeah, Gaskin. Even though Tua is out, Brissett is a serviceable backup. Mount Hinnon, PPR, Sony Michel, James Robinson, or Latavius Murray, also playing Tyson. I would go Sony. I would go Sony.
Henderson's out. Henderson's confirmed out, right? Or he's trending to be out. I don't think.
Last I checked, he was trending to be out. Let me look one more time.
Henderson is not expected to play, but has not been ruled out. But not expected to play. I mean, that would signal Sony gets the work. I would go Sony. Yeah, I agree. I would go Sony. James Robinson is not getting the volume that he enjoyed last year. And if you're already playing Tyson, as much as I would be fine with Latavius today, Sony's going to be the starter. So yeah, Sony should maybe fall in the end zone.
He's not a hot name, but he has looked better. Last year, he led the Patriots in yards per carry from the running back position. Not a sexy guy to throw in your flex spot or in your RB2 spot, but I think he's the way to go, especially with Daryl Henderson trending not to play. Ro, you got the next question, also involving Sony Michel. It's Sony Michel or Julio Jones with Henderson out.
Ooh. I guess I would say Sony. Just you get to plug a starting running back in. Unless you feel differently.
What's the scoring on that?
Yeah, the scoring might help out. I'm almost tempted to say Julio.
And you're down on Julio. You've been down on Julio from the jump this year.
I have been down on Julio. Well, he had a good week last week. He should have caught a touchdown, or he did catch a touchdown. It should have been ruled as a touchdown. I'll say Julio in half or full PPR, but if it's standard, then I'm fine with Sony.
Jay Riot asks, Nick and John, how many leagues are you guys playing in this season?
I don't know, too many. 5 or 6.
Yeah,
that doesn't even include all my best balls, which are doing they're doing all right.
I think I'm in 7.
Like 5 or 6. I think 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in 7, not counting best balls, and there's a ton of best balls too, because I've finally come around to that format. Nick finally got me on board with best balls, and I've spent too much money on them this year. But whatever.
We don't have a problem.
Yeah. How about you, Jay Riot? How many leagues are you in?
Yeah.
JP got Zeke, Carson, Adams, and Ridley. Need help in my flex spot. Should I play Mike Williams, AJ Brown, or go with Tyson? I think you got to go AJ Brown.
I think we got this question already. I think we got that
PPR.
Question already, but AJ Brown.
Did we? Is that a repeat?
So.
Yeah. All right. OG Dubs.
AJ Brown.
Swift or Edmonds? Moore or Shepard?
Swift
and Shepard, I think.
Swift and Shepard. Yeah, I agree. Swift and Shepard.
Yeah. Cam Avatar, full PPR. Swift or Madison?
Madison. Yeah, I mean,
that's tough.
Yeah, Madison.
Full PPR though.
I would say Madison. Yeah. It's a tougher matchup for Swift. I'm gonna if Madison is the guy, then Madison.
All right.
Like if he's the starter today, then Madison.
Cam Avatar, full PPR. I just repeated myself. Sorry. Jackson Walton, Jones, Julio Jones, or Mike Williams?
I might swing for the fences there and go Mike Williams. He's off to a really strong start. Should be a shootout today in Kansas City. I just expect more passing volume from a team like the Chargers than I do the Titans. I'll call my shot and say Mike Williams.
There you go. Should I start Daryl Henderson or no? Asks Cody Sale. No, if he's out.
He's out.
Who do you got? Who do you got? Throw us a question. Who do you got?
Yeah, he's unlikely to play. He's unlikely to play, so no. Get him on the bench.
Let us know who you got to choose from, and we'll help you out with who you should start and sit in his place. But B3 solo, yeah. He says Henderson is out. Get Michelle if you don't have any other options.
Yeah, if Sony's
chances
there,
are you don't have Michelle on your wire. Chances are somebody's probably picked him up.
Right.
Santiago Patterson, Javonte Williams, or Madison have PPR. You got to go Madison.
Got to go Madison. He's gonna get the volume.
Yep. Jay, I think I know which way you're gonna go on this, Nick. But Jay Collins 1030 asks Godwin or Woods. We don't know the format. We don't know how many teams.
I mean, I would lean Woods.
Yep.
I would lean Woods. I expect a shootout. I expect Woods to be involved today. I think Godwin might see Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, especially the way things have gone the past 2 weeks when you look at what Godwin's done versus what Woods has done. But I do think this week looks like the week where that trend flips. Maybe it's just for 1 week. But,
right.
Yeah, I think you might want to go Woods there. K-Dub, Dak or Herbert? I'd go Dak, bro.
Dak.
Jay Riot says, literally Gibson and Monty are 13 and 14 ranked for me this week.
That's the question. I guess that was the question about Tyson.
Response. Yep.
Yeah, we went pretty hard on that question. Now, Tyson is the matchup play, and then, go base your decision off of that.
Ethan Hartman, should I start Madison or Sutton PPR?
Madison. If Madison is the guy, I mean, there's at this point, if Madison is in and he's the dude, there's probably only going to be a handful of names that I suggest over Madison.
Luis Silva, CEH or Drake in my flex PPR?
Clyde. Rock with Clyde one more week.
There we go. K-Dubs. Woods or Pittman Jr.? Gotta go Woods there, bro.
Woods. Gotta go Woods
there. Jackson Walton, Julio or Mike Williams? Nick, I believe you already answered that one.
We answered that one. Mike Williams.
Yep.
Going with the upside.
Durko 04, Ruggs or Cephas? I'd go Cephas.
I'd go Ruggs. I think
Cephas
might see Marlon Humphrey today. I don't know who else he would cover. I would go Ruggs.
Okay.
I would go Ruggs. Cephas might see Marlon Humphrey. The Lions are going to be throwing a lot. There's no doubt. So Cephas can
And
come
who are the
through,
Raiders going up against? The
Miami.
Miami. And you're not worried about Ruggs going up against Xavier Howard? While we're talking about cornerbacks that they're going up against.
Yeah. Ruggs might be. At this point, I think Ruggs has a bit more of a pedigree just because he's a first-round pick. That's all. I would lean Ruggs. I know Cephas popped last week. But no Tyrell Williams, right?
Yeah.
At least Ruggs has Waller to shift coverage away. Cephas has Hawkinson, but Carr is playing better than Jared Goff. I would go Ruggs.
This chat just jumped on me and I completely lost my place. All right.
I see the next question.
Go for it then.
Okay.
I gotta find out where I'm at here.
Find it. It's Alan Gardner, Mike Evans, or Mike Williams PPR. That I'll go Evans again. I think Jalen Ramsey plays Godwin today. I think Evans might be a little bit more opened up on the outside for some one-on-one. I'll go Mike Evans.
All right.
Did you get your spot back?
Yep, I am caught up, and I would go Mike Evans too.
Yeah.
I would go Mike Evans too. Molly G, should I start Gronk or Kittle? Full PPR. Man, this is probably the week where we see Kittle get back to form.
I think Kittle. I think you got to play Kittle. I know Gronk's on absolute fire, but
and no AB, and it's going to be a matchup where both teams are going to be throwing a lot. It's tough to start Gronk.
Start the guy you drafted high.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Kittle for one more week.
Basketball knowledge. I think we already got that question.
We got that one.
Callum Roger, PPR, Gibson or Sutton in the flex? I think you got to go Gibson there.
Yeah, Gibson.
Yep. Ian, I got Allen Robinson, Claypool, Devonta Smith, and Rondell Moore. Was going to play Robinson and Claypool. Do you think it's too risky / worth it switching out either Moore or Smith? Madison in the flex.
I think you can play Moore over Smith. I think you could play Moore over Smith. I'm a little worried about Smith this week, getting number one cornerback attention from the Cowboys.
And that's literally something Rondell Moore is never going to have to deal with. I will say that his big play last week was, and the touchdown, it was on a completely broken play. And that's not something you can count on.
No, you can't.
Every
you can't
week,
count on that. But I think you could play Moore over Devontae if you want.
Yeah.
Not too risky.
Yep. Julio Jones or Mike Williams. Got to that one already.
Mike Williams.
Brendan Eller. Or Brendan Eller. I think that's Eller.
Yeah.
PPR, Hardman, Waddle, Pascal.
Not me, Cole. I would go Waddle.
You go, Waddle.
That's a talent thing. I would go Waddle.
Jazzy Jeff, Antonio Gibson or Tyson Williams.
Oh, crap.
I mean, Tyson Williams is a hot start this week, but you got to go Gibson
Tyson's got the much better matchup, but Gibson should be an anchor.
Yeah. Tommy Sasso, Sony Michel over Chase Edmonds. That's about the borderline there, but I think I would go Sony. Because who else they got there?
I think I might go Edmonds.
Would you?
I think I might go Edmonds. I'm worried about the Rams.
What's the format, Tommy? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know the format. That might help.
Yep.
If it's PPR, Edmonds. If it's not, then Sony gets maybe a little bit more of a bump.
I like this name next. Top MFer in here.
Like it.
Yes, PPR. Rondell Moore or Michael Pittman?
Pittman. I mean, he's the team's wide receiver one. He looked great last week. I know Rondell did as well, but he's not the team's wide receiver one. Pittman.
Yeah, by snap counts, he's not. Rondell Moore is not even the team's wide receiver 2. He's the team's wide receiver 3.
There you go.
Really like him as a prospect, but yeah, Pittman. Darren Ward, would you trade away Tyson Williams and Odell for Saquon and Corey Davis? I like Corey Davis more than I like Odell, just because Corey Davis is younger.
I would do that.
Not injury prone, right? And Saquon,
I would do that.
Yeah,
I know Saquon is dicey right now, but that's a swing for the fences for like an RB1.
Yep.
Yeah, I would do that.
Better days ahead for Saquon too, and Corey Davis.
Yep.
Top MFer in here. You almost got me there. Mike Davis or Drake, PPR.
Drake. No. It's real close. Drake. Jacobs is out. Mike Davis is going to be competing for snaps with Patterson. Drake. I know it feels kind of gross, but Drake.
Yeah. I mean, he was brought in to be the pass catching back, so he's going to get
PPR.
some work through the air.
Yeah, Drake. I'll go Drake.
Patterson is that guy for the Falcons, so I would go Drake there too.
I'll go Drake.
Kane Z, Pitts, Gronk, or Osborne in my flex. I would go Gronk. With no AB going against a high-powered offense, I would go Gronk.
Should be a shootout. Gronk is fine. I can see the argument for Pitts. It's a toss-up between Pitts or Gronk.
I don't think it's a toss-up. I think you go Gronk.
Okay, there you go. Go with Gronk.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
Matrix. Yeah. Okay, fine. Keep score.
Down.
I know you are. All right. Matrix. Miles Sanders or James Robinson? Miles Sanders.
I think Miles Sanders. Yeah. I think I go Sanders there.
JP, should I start Devonta Smith or Madison full PPR? Also, bench Godwin for Devonta.
No.
Also could. Could also.
Not willing to do that. Smith to the bench. Godwin and Madison.
Answered that question already. Yo, Conan, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Gilbert, Yochanan Gilbert, just traded David Montgomery, Chase Claypool, and Tony Pollard for Chris Carson and Sterling Shepard. Thoughts? That's kind of a tough one.
Sorry, I don't like that trade for you, man. Yeah. Sorry, that's like David Montgomery and Tony Pollard. That's good RB depth for one running back, and as off to a good start as Sterling Shepard is. I like Claypool way more rest of season.
And you're giving up Tony Pollard and David Montgomery for Chris Carson.
Sorry, I'm not a fan.
For me, David Montgomery and Chris Carson are kind of in the same tier.
Yeah, Carson might be a little. I mean, yeah, they're kind of in the same tier. But then you're throwing in Tony Pollard.
Yeah, Carson's higher up, but they're in the same tier for me. And you're throwing in Pollard and he's like the top handcuff in the league. And you're not winning the wide receiver battle there. Sorry, Yochanan. Yeah.
Hopefully we're proven wrong. But yeah, not crazy about that one.
Baljeet got bars. I like that name. Full PPR. Mike Davis or Tony Pollard for RB2. Sorry about this helicopter. I don't know if you can hear it. He says opponent has Zeke.
I can hear it. I might want to say Pollard. Davis is still technically the starter.
Yeah, but as the weeks go on, you have to figure that they are going to get Wayne Gallman more and more involved as he learns the offense, wouldn't you? It's not like Mike Davis is doing a ton with it.
I mean, caught 7 passes last week. Tough matchup for Pollard against the Eagles. They're okay against running backs. Well, Zeke might give them a tough time. I think I lean Mike Davis. I think after thinking about it, I think I slight edge. It's not heavy. It's not significant. This is not like a no-brainer. I think I'd go slight edge to Mike Davis.
There you go.
Plus, the Giants it's a good matchup for Davis.
JP asks, Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, Teddy Bridgewater, or Justin Fields starting Madison, so don't want to start Kirk as well, full PPR.
Why not?
Kirk has been pretty good.
Like a little mini stack.
Yeah, Kirk has been pretty good. I'd play Kirk over Teddy Bridge.
I think I would play Kirk. Well, definitely over Bridgewater, and I would say Kirk definitely over Derek Carr. The question would be Justin Fields. If you think he's going to run around a lot, and pick up the rushing yards, then Fields is in that conversation. But I mean, I think I would because I have Madison. I think I would play Kirk. It's a mini stack. All you need to do is flip it to him at the goal line on a little bootleg action, and then you get 2 touchdowns instead of 1. I think I would play Kirk.
Yeah, I think I would too. I like Kirk more than most, actually. Kane Z.
So this was either Pitts, Gronk. You're adamant on Gronk. I kind of like Pitts this week, but I see the argument for Gronk. So I'll concede that Gronk is the choice with no AB and what should be a shootout. I do like Pitts this week, but we'll say Gronk. We'll go ahead and say Gronk.
10,000 noodles, bro. You don't feel like garbage.
You're not garbage.
Yeah,
we're all winners here.
Hey, yes,
we're all winners here.
But hey, I hope it goes better for you this week.
Yeah.
Hope you can eke one out. If you got any questions we can help you out with, let us know. B. Meach, Daniel Jones or Aaron Rodgers?
Jones. The Packers look like they're Jones.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm worried about Rodgers this week. The Packers never do well when they travel to San Francisco. They've got their full defensive arsenal healthy this year. Not Elton Jenkins. Jenkins, the guard for the Packers on the offensive line, is out. It's one of their better players on the offensive line. I think this is a floor game for Aaron Rodgers. I'm going Daniel Jones, no doubt.
Wow, never thought I'd see the day. But
no
there is
doubt.
Logic behind it. So there you go.
Yep.
Garfield, 78211, says have PPR, flex Gibson or Adam Thielen?
Half PPR, Gibson. Go with the high end running back.
Jay Riot says go Rodgers over Jones. We got a fight on our hands.
I'm Daniel Jones. The rushing upside. The much better matchup, like the significant. It's not even a question. Daniel Jones has the significantly better matchup. Daniel Jones. I honestly, I don't have to think twice about that.
New Era TB asks Mike Evans or Amari Cooper.
But we appreciate you, Jay Wright, contributing with the help in the chat. Man, I guess Evans just because he's healthier.
Yeah. I think I would
There's
go
a little
to
bit more
Mike Evans' way
downside with
too.
Cooper. A little bit more
Mike Evans' way
downside with
too.
Cooper.
Cooper looked like he was in a ton of pain, bro.
Yeah, he's off the injury report. He confirmed multiple days in advance that he's going to play, so obviously that's a good sign. He has torched the Eagles ever since the trade to the Cowboys. But I'll go Evans just because I know Evans is healthy. Cooper is not 100%.
JP says got Zeke, Carson, Adams, and Ridley. I believe we got that one
question.
again.
Yeah, AJ Brown. We might be moving a little slow, John, or not slow, but like we're a little. Some of these questions are coming in fast, and we're taking our time on some of them. So we apologize. We're getting to everybody. We promise.
Yeah. James Martin. What about Tony Pollard over CEH? I wouldn't do that this week. Not yet.
Can't go there. No. Play Clyde.
Yep. Darren Ward asks, start Madison CEH or Tyson PPR?
I mean,
your start of the week versus a guy that you really like versus a guy that you used to really like in CEH.
I think, Clyde, I guess, is the odd man out here. Tyson has the best matchup, and it's full PPR. Tyson. Calling my shot. Tyson. I called him my start of the week.
Matthew Seaver asks, pick one as running back 2 full PPR, David Montgomery, Alexander Madison, Damian Harris, Tyson Williams, or Cordarrelle Patterson.
Well, I guess I just said Tyson over Madison in the last question.
Yeah, but you got David Montgomery here. Pick 2.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup.
Or pick 1.
Pick 1. Oof.
You going Demont over are you going Madison over Demont?
The safe play, no. The safe play is Madison. The upside play is Tyson. So if you feel like you need to swing for the fences, then Tyson. If you feel like you can play it safe, then I'll go Madison.
You're sitting David Montgomery. Wow. All right. Not even in question.
Tough matchup against
Josh
Cleveland. There's a lot of good options there.
Yeah. Takumi Yamane asks Josh Jacobs or Sammy Watkins for flex. Josh Jacobs isn't playing, so you got to go Sammy Watkins there. If you got
Watkins
if you got anybody else on your bench, throw us another question and we'll answer that one too. Julio or Mike Williams, we got that one already. Ryan Nolly, start Brady over Josh Allen against Washington, where I don't anticipate them needing to put up a ton of points. This might be a game where they rely on the run game a little bit more. Again, I think you start Brady in a shootout.
Slight edge to Brady. It's close.
I know Josh Allen was QB1 overall last year, but I mean Brady was no slouch. He was QB8 playing with the torn ACL. So, and his weapons are better this year. JP Conway. Marvin Jones, Sterling Shepard, Rondell Moore. I can only start one.
Marvin. I've been saying it all morning. I think the Cardinals-Jags game has the best chance of points being scored on both sides. I would go Marvin.
Eric Schroeder, what's going on, bro? CEH
what up, man?
Or J-Rob?
Gotta rock with Clyde for one more week.
Yeah, gotta rock with Clyde.
Gotta rock with Clyde one more week.
Jay Wright, I would go with Brady until Josh Allen shows me something.
Yeah, that's fair. Josh Allen's not off to the hottest start right now. The Bills running backs are not going to get 3 touchdowns in a game again. Did they get 4?
I think they got 3. I don't think Brady got 1. Did Josh Allen get 1 on the ground? Singletary got 1.
He got 1. Moss got 2.
Moss got 2. Yep.
The Bills running backs are not going to get 3 touchdowns in a game again, so there is something to be said for that. Like Allen should get 1 of those moving forward. But I would go Brady in a shootout.
Jugraj Pata, Matt Stafford, or Daniel Jones? Boy, Daniel Jones. Do you still go Jones over Matt Stafford here?
No, I would go Stafford in a shootout.
Yep. I think I would
Stafford's
too.
Got his full arsenal of weapons. Stafford.
Yeah, he's looked great too. He's looked great this season. Darren Ward, Madison, CEH, or Tyson. Did we get that one already?
We did. Tyson is the upside play. Madison is the safe play. I hate to say it, but I think Clyde's the odd man out.
Debo or Madison, PPR flex?
Madison should get all the volume. I know Debo's popping. That's tough. I would go Madison.
I believe we got Ball G got Bars' question already above.
Yeah, we said Mike Davis. Slight edge to Davis.
Juju or Robert Woods standard? You got to go Robert Woods there, bro.
Got to go Woods. I know Juju should see a bump today with Deontay out, but Woods is just a better player.
Yep, playing with a better quarterback and a better matchup.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I'd go, Jazzy Jeff. B. Meach, is Daryl Henderson out this week? Yep, looks like it.
Yeah,
looks like it.
Looking that way. Looking that way.
Yeah, yo, thanks Jay Riot for helping people out with these questions in the chat.
He's helping out. He said Hopkins is doubtful. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I did. I saw that this morning. He looks like he's playing though. It looks like he's
likely to play through rib injury.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is about like firing up Rondell Moore, look, if Hopkins is out, then yeah, Rondell Moore should be in your lineup. Or if you think Hopkins is going to be limited, then Rondell should be in your lineup. Hopkins has been that dude. Like, he does this every year. He guts it out through injuries. So I have not given up on Hopkins playing this week and being fine.
10,000 Noodles says, I'm the Cook Henderson owner. Got to play Madison and Latavius or Cordarrelle.
Madison and Latavius.
Yep.
You'll be fine there.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, man, keep your head up. There will be better weeks.
Madison
I know
can play.
It sucks.
Yeah. Madison gets volume. Latavius is in a great matchup. He could fall into the end zone. Madison and Latavius. Yep.
Yeah, I know it sucks this week, but this is why you handcuffed. This is why you had Madison on your squad, you know? Mm-hmm. So, good job. JP Conway, Sterling Shepard or Marvin Jones? Marvin,
I think
right?
we got that.
Yep.
We got that similar question. I would go Marvin. As the team's wide. I mean, Sterling Shepard might be the team's wide receiver 1 as well. But again, I expect points to be scored in that Jacksonville game. Brett
Lewis asks, Tyson Williams, Alexander Madison, Devonta Smith, Marquise Brown, or Kenny Gallaudet flex PPR?
So the upside play is this Tyson Madison question. The upside play is Tyson. If you feel like you want to swing for the fences, then Tyson. If you feel like you can play it safe in your matchup, Madison.
Yep. Takumi Yamane, should you pick up Josh Gordon? No.
No, not in like a 10 or 12 team.
This is coming
redraft.
from Josh Gordon fan club.
Yeah,
Remember,
this is from
right here. That's
John Alsay's president of the Josh Gordon fan club.
Every year.
Every damn year.
Yes.
Damn year.
That was me, and I quit. You know.
Yeah. In shallow leagues, no.
Nope. I'm not gonna say he's gonna get caught with substance abuse. I don't know if that's gonna happen right off the bat, Jay Wright. But isn't he 30, 31 right now?
No.
Last time he was anything, he was on the Patriots and he was barely a wide receiver too.
We can move on. The answer is no.
Sorry, you got me talking about Josh
I
Gordon.
know,
All
but
right, don't get me started talking
about
Josh Gordon.
I know.
All right?
I like Josh Gordon as well. I wish things worked out better for him, but no.
David Richardson, OBJ or Corey Davis in full PPR? I think you got to go Corey Davis.
Yeah, I think we missed one.
Did we?
Miguel Pyan, Madison or Hunt? I'm going Madison there.
Oh, sorry about that, Miguel.
I got him. Madison. And OBJ or Corey Davis? Corey Davis.
I think I'd go Corey Davis. He's
healthy. Let's see Odell first. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, Corey Davis.
Yeah, wild, right? Hey. 10,000 Noodles. Hey, we're going back to more Josh Gordon talk. Why doesn't Josh Gordon just get a job at a weed dispensary? Problem solved. Hey.
Because a job at a weed dispensary doesn't pay you millions.
Well, I mean, and a guy that's dealing with a substance abuse problem you probably shouldn't be advocating he works at the place where they sell legally.
He makes way more. He makes way more money with that football contract. So yeah.
Our ball, OBJ or Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones? Are you? Oh man, that's tough. It feels nasty. I think I gotta go Marvin Jones here.
I think I gotta go Marvin Jones. That's wild. I think I gotta go Marvin Jones.
Yeah.
Until I see Beckham. Until I see Beckham, I can and no Jarvis Landry this week. I think I gotta go Marvin Jones. Gotta go Marvin Jones. That's wild.
Eric Schroeder, what's going on? It's good, bro. Half PPR.
What up?
Start 1 RB, 1 flex. CEH, J-Rob, Aguilar, Ayuk, and Cephas.
The first 2. I would go Clyde and I would go Robinson. Brandon Ayuk can't be trusted right now. I like Cephas, but I'm gonna just quit. Who else is Marlon Humphrey gonna cover today? Like maybe Hawkinson? That's a safety or linebacker assignment most times. I think Humphrey might see, like Cephas might see Marlon Humphrey. I think this might be a quiet week for him. Aguilar, the Patriots are playing the Saints.
If I was to choose out of those wide receivers, it probably would be Cephas for me this week, though.
I'm going Clyde and James Robinson.
Okay.
Clyde and James Robinson. Cephas, nah, I'm not in. I like Cephas. I'm not in on him this week.
Yeah, the safe play is just CEH, J-Rob. So I would go with that too. Jackson Walton, Julio, or Mike Williams. You keep spamming the chat. Come on.
Oh, it's Mike Williams.
Yeah.
The answer is Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Mike Williams.
Yeah, Jay Wright. I don't think we're gonna keep talking about Josh Gordon as long as he's in the chat. He's not a crackhead though.
Yeah, we're done talking about Josh Gordon.
I'm gonna keep bringing it back.
No.
Sorry, guys. Just note to everybody listening, don't bring it up.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Live streams.
Let's move on.
Yeah. All right. Los Vods. I'm not skipping any, am I?
No.
Going down to Los Vods. Sermon, J. Rob, Rondell Moore, or Javonte Williams.
Not Sermon. I would go Javonte Williams. And I would go Rondell. Did we have that choice earlier between J-Rob and Rondell Moore? I don't think so.
I think we did. And I think you went that way as that.
I think I would lean Rondell. I would lean. Yeah, we did. All right, Javonte and Rondell. That's what I'm going. Javonte and Rondell.
B. Meach, full PPR. Who should I start as my flex? I'm leaning Rondell Moore over Gaskin and Corey Davis.
That's fine. In full PPR, that's fine. Go Rondell Moore.
I normally wouldn't be starting a team's wide receiver 3 over another team's wide receiver 1 or another team's running back 1. But there are enough concerns about Gaskin.
Arizona's
and Corey
got the
Davis.
best offense, far and away,
right.
of those 3.
Rondell. Go with Rondell.
Rondell.
Luga, Sermon, or Sony Michel. And Elias.
Sony.
Elias, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate that, Elias. Thank you. Sony Michel over Sermon. I need to see literally anything from Sermon. Sony Michel.
And thanks to the 39 people in the chat right now.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah. Patrick G, I need to sit 1. OBJ, Madison, or Tyson Williams. I think you sit OBJ.
I think you sit Beckham. Yeah, you sit Beckham and play those backs.
Yep. Solomon Reyes, Saquon, or Jamar Chase in the flex. I think you got to go Saquon.
Got to play Saquon. Just play Saquon.
Yeah. Miguel Payan, Marvin Jones, Juju, Sutton, Thielen, and Hunt, wide receiver 2 and flex. I think is it Thielen and
Sutton?
Thielen and Sutton.
In full PPR? I'm going Thielen for sure. And then, I think Sutton over Kareem Hunt. I would go
third
Thielen,
choice would
Sutton,
be Hunt
Hunt
over Jones and Juju.
Hunt.
But yeah, I think you go. I think you go Sutton and Thielen there.
Sutton and Thielen.
Yep. Woogaluga, Sermon, Michelle, Gaskin, Hilaire. Pick 2, non-PPR. Michelle and Hilaire.
Yeah, that's fine. Clyde and Sony. I would just say there's a case for Gaskin to get some extra volume today, but Michelle is on the better offense, so I'll go Clyde and Sony.
Yeah, hey, Jay Riot is right. Don't get cute. Start your studs.
Start your studs. Saquon is a stud. Yeah, Saquon is a stud.
It's only week 3, and his is a situation that is going to get better as the season goes on. Ryan Nolly, Brady or Allen this week? It was Brady.
We got that one. I know we're a little behind on answering the questions. We're getting to everybody. We promise. Brady.
Mr. Heinen sent mine at 10:25, but can't tell if it's been read yet. Hey, sorry, man. We're trying to get through all these as much as fast as we can.
We'll try to be less long-winded, but we're giving our thoughts for some of these.
Hey, for the first time since the beginning of the football season, we haven't had a hard stop anywhere, so we're just gonna keep going as long as you guys got questions.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Hey, sorry I had to wait so long,
This is a
Mr.
red zone
Heinen.
day. Yeah, sorry. We're getting there.
Yep. All right. Solomon Reyes, we got that. Shepard or Chase?
Chase. Jamar Chase. Pittsburgh's banged up on defense. T. Higgins is out. Chase has looked good. I know Shepard has as well, but I'll go with what I think is the better talent in Jamar Chase. Yeah.
Yo, Patrick G says thanks, Jay Riot. Yeah, thanks, Jay Riot.
Yeah, he's helping us out.
Benjamin Binkley, full PPR. CEH versus the Chargers or Sermon versus the Packers. You got to go
Clyde.
CEH.
Got to go Clyde.
Got to go CEH. Solomon Reyes says, not sure how I feel about Chase with Higgins out. I think you feel better about Chase with Higgins out, right?
I think you're okay because Pittsburgh. I mean, TJ Watt is out for Pittsburgh. They're banged up on defense. They're not at full strength. And the Bengals are going to be throwing in this game.
Yeah, consolidates the targets, and they still have enough on offense there to spread out the defense. I mean, Tyler Boyd is going to pick up some attention, and there is going to be a safety in on Joe Mixon every week, or every.
You'll be. Yeah. I think you feel okay about
fine.
Chase. I think you feel okay about Chase.
Fantasy football stats guy, would you trade Sermon for Jacoby and $10 fab?
Yes.
I do not need wide receiver depth, but I feel like this is too good of a value for Sermon. Yep.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Sermon is a
throw the
complete
fab
unknown.
out, and it's still a great trade for you.
Yeah, and you're getting Fob. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Ryan Nolly, Shepard or CEH in the flex? You got to go CEH.
Gotta go Clyde. One more.
Elias Scholl. Is the T silent? I hope it is.
Probably.
Because I pronounced it wrong. If not, whatever. Standard. Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson, or Amari Cooper. Pick 2.
Keenan Allen for sure.
And I think it's Allen Robinson because I don't know how much I'm trusting Amari Cooper this week. I really don't.
Yeah, I will go. I'll say Robinson. I know we've been saying to bench him in a lot of these questions, but Amari Cooper's banged up. I know he can deliver a big performance against the Eagles, and maybe he'll be fine. But in this case, give me the Allens, Keenan Allen and Allen Robinson.
Yeah, I would too. Allen Robinson's been the wide receiver 12 the past 2 years straight. So, yeah, he's no slouch, even though we haven't been banging the table for him thus far in this live stream. He's still a great wide receiver.
I got an update. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins is officially active.
There you go.
So there you go.
But could be on a little bit of a pitch count.
Could be, but you're not sitting. You're not sitting DeAndre Hopkins,
no,
and I'm not necessarily boosting anybody.
I'm
not necessarily boosting Rondell more.
Just a little bit.
Maybe a little, but I wouldn't go nuts. We're still talking about DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah. PPR, Sony or James Robinson asks Mr. Heinen.
I guess Sony, just because he should get more work.
Yep.
Robinson's in a timeshare. Although he did get more touches last week than he did in week 1. Robinson did.
D Money, full PPR, Tony Pollard or Cordero Patterson. Sorry.
Pollard. Yeah,
I would go Pollard there too.
Pollard.
Yep.
Pollard.
Jay Wright's
in 3 leagues.
He is in 3 leagues. Oh, my chat jumped again. All right.
I'm all right. I got it. Yeah, he's in 3 leagues. You got join 3 more, Jay, right? Just be like us. Total degenerates.
All right. Oh wow, we got a lot more chat to go. Let's
speed
this up a little bit.
Little rapid fire. Let's do some rapid fire. Try to get caught up a little bit.
Mickey Manton, pick 2. Mixon, Godwin, Rondell Moore. Mixon, Godwin.
Yep.
Slim Reaper, Peach Cobbler, or Apple Pie? Oh, bro.
Dude,
these are the hard questions. Yeah, come on, bro.
I'm
going to answer that one later.
I love apple pie. I love them both.
Fields or Carr? asks Eli Klee.
Oh, man. Fields. I mean, the rushing upside. Give me the rushing upside. I know Carr is playing better right now, but let's go with the upside in Fields.
Jay Wright's going with peach cobbler. All right.
That's fair. I've also eaten apple pie too many times. Peach cobbler is more of a delicacy for me, like a little bit more of a rarer treat. So I could get on board with the cobbler answer.
A fantasy football stats guy asks, should I drop Tony Jones for Sony Michel?
Yes.
Aaron Furlano, Sony, Rondell, or Shepard, full PPR from a flex.
I'm tempted to say Sterling Shepard. I know we've been giving Sony a little bit of a boost here recently. It is still
Sony.
A tough matchup.
I'm going
it's
Sony.
It's still a tough matchup. That's all I'll say. It's still a tough matchup. I kind of like Shepard this week. Falcons stink on defense.
Mekhi the GOAT.
Is Marquise Brown playing? I think so. I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen anything to the. I know he's questionable right now, but
I think he's playing.
Nope, he's been removed from the injury report. Hollywood's in.
There you go. Mr. Bay GT, a bunch of numbers. Tyson or Chase Edmonds? Tyson. Benjamin Binkley, really stuck on this one. Full PPR.
You got this one. Clyde.
Yep.
Clyde.
Paul Margansky, St. Brown today? Could be, because you're off of Shepard. You're off of Shepard. I'm off of Cephas
because he's going to see Marlon Humphrey. So he could be, but I'm not putting too much stock into that.
Yep, Jay Wright, Hollywood is playing. JP Conway, Sterling Shepard, or Rondell Moore. You're going Sterling, aren't you?
I think I'm leaning Shepard here. He's the he's like the pseudo wide receiver one for the Giants right now. Gallaudet banged up with a hip injury. I know Hopkins is banged up as well, but Hopkins is better than Gallaudet. Shepard.
Miguel Payan, Flex PPR, Julio Jones, CEH, Jamar Chase, DJ Chark, Chase Claypool, or Alexander Madison.
You got to choose between one of those guys?
Madison? Yeah.
Yes, Madison. Yeah.
Anthony Miller, pick 2, non-PPR, Singletary, Tyson, or Swift.
You missed a Jay Wright trade question.
Oh, Jay Wright, I'm sorry. I'm so used to you answering other people's questions. My bad, bro. My bad. Jay Wright, would you guys offer Terry McLaurin for Deebo Samuels or A.J. Brown? Do you think?
No. I would just keep Terry right now. I would just keep Terry. I know I love A.J. Brown, but Terry's hyper-targeted by the backup quarterback right now. Ryan Fitzpatrick's not going to be back for multiple weeks.
And when he comes back, you got to think that he will continue to get hyper-targeted, right?
I would just keep Terry. I would keep Terry.
Sorry about that, Jay Wright. I didn't mean to skip your question. Anthony Miller, Singletary, Tyson, or Swift?
Tyson.
Pick 2.
Pick 2. Tyson and Swift. Tyson and Swift. Yep.
PPR, David Montgomery, Gibson, or James Robinson, asks Stephen X.
Montgomery and Gibson.
There you go. Bossman Fat, start Melvin Gordon, Tyler Boyd, or Zach Pascal, PPR, at flex in place of Deontay. I'm going
Boyd. I'm going Boyd. Yep. PPR. Yep.
Eduardo Tovar, CEH, or Damian Harris. It's a tough one.
I'm going Clyde for one more week, especially because it's PPR. Like, for God's sakes, get him involved in the passing game in Kansas City. Why did you draft him in the first round if you're not going to do that? Clyde.
I mean, Harris has been good through 2 games. He's gotten a touchdown or at least something like 60 yards, I think, on the ground. But yeah, I think you go CEH one more week, ride it out, see how it goes.
Yep.
Zyphy, who do I start at flex? Thielen, Hollywood Brown, or Rondell Moore? Thielen.
I love Hollywood this week, but Thielen.
Matthew Pohl, Cordarrelle, Demetric Felton.
Ooh, I like this question.
I think you go Cordarrelle. I know you love Demetric, but
I'm going Felton. I would swing for the fence. Well, all right, Patterson. I think I'm chasing points from Patterson. Nope, I'm saying Felton. Swing for the fences, Felton. Jarvis Landry's out. Felton.
I don't know.
Call him a shot.
That's the upside play. You're hoping for another play.
That's the upside play.
Week.
Patterson's the safe play. Felton is the upside play. If you think you need upside, Patterson is the safe play.
There you go. Matthew Pohl, Tyson, or Demetric Felton.
That's easy. Tyson.
Mujo Music, Robert Woods, Sterling Shepard, or Tyson Williams from a flex.
Oh,
Robert Woods. Well, I think I go Robert Woods.
Yeah, I'll go Robert Woods.
Yeah, what format is that, bro? Mason Salisbury, Madison or James Robinson, and Logan Thomas or Higbee.
Madison and Logan Thomas.
Madison or James Robinson and Logan Thomas or
Right.
Higbee.
Madison or James Robinson, I'm going Madison. And then Logan Thomas or Higbee, I'm going Logan Thomas.
There you go. Okay. Sorry. Williams or Felton? We got that
Tyson.
one. Tech Gamer BB, Daniel Jones or Justin Herbert? Yeah, I think you go. I know Nick loves Daniel Jones this week, but I think you go Justin Herbert, bro.
I think you go Daniel Jones.
What are the matchups?
Herbert's on the road against Kansas City, so it should be a shootout. Daniel Jones has the Falcons at home. The Falcons are awful on defense. And so are the Giants. There could be sneaky amounts of points scored in that game. Daniel Jones has way more rushing upside.
Herbert's got to outgun Mahomes. I'm going Herbert there. And I know you love Daniel Jones.
I'm going
this
Daniel
week.
Jones.
I'm
going Daniel Jones.
What do you guys think? Put it in the chat.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Help Tech Gamer BB out.
Yeah, Daniel Jones or Justin Herbert. What do you guys think? We're split on that.
Zyphy, who do I start a flex? We've already told you.
We did that one.
Trey Sermon or Chase Edmonds asks Rodrigo Fuentes.
Edmonds.
Yep, I would too. Kenny, pick 2. Mixon, Najee, or Harris, full PPR. Mixon,
Najee, and Woods, full PPR. I'm going Mixon and Najee.
Who Najee's playing? The Bengals. And is Deontay playing or not?
No.
He's not playing. So, yeah, I guess I'd go Najee there too.
Give me the running backs.
Yep.
Give me the running backs. Yep.
Full PPR though, but yep. Jay Riot, start Mixon and Najee. You're going with us. Andy says go with Herbert the pervert.
He goes with Herbert. I'm going Daniel Jones. We'll keep score of that one.
Herbert the pervert. That's funny.
That is funny.
Nelly A, put God first. Hey. Sure.
Questionable.
What? 1337. Herbert or Mayfield? I think you go Herbert there too, just because.
That I'll say Herbert.
Yeah.
I'll say Herbert.
I mean, they're gonna run.
Yeah.
Patterson as a flex.
I think he said he has Tyson, so if that's the case, then no. But I mean, if you're desperate, sure, he could catch a few passes.
Jay Riot, we agree. Herbert over Baker. Kirk over Carr. Matthew Pohl.
Yeah. Yes.
Mitchell Grady. Tyrell Williams, who's not playing this week.
He's on IR.
So Chase Claypool or Devontae Smith.
Claypool.
Who do I start at my flex? Asks Nelly A. Boyd, Chark, or Myers?
Boyd.
Yeah, I think you go Boyd there too with Higgins out.
Yeah. Boost without Higgins.
Yeah.
Boyd.
Tyrell Williams is out. Jay Riot.
Yeah.
Shepard or CEH? Ryan Nolly, you got to go
Clyde.
CEH one more week.
Got to go Clyde.
Joshua Dubs, start 2 PPR, half point per 10 receiving yards. Huh.
Yeah, that's standard.
Yeah, that's just said. Never heard it worded that way. Marquise Brown, Trey Sermon, Julio Jones, and Myles Gaskins.
I'm tempted to say Hollywood.
Start 2.
Oh, start 2.
Yep. Hollywood and Jones.
Maybe Hollywood and Julio.
Yeah.
Thinking Hollywood and Julio.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, what's going on, Theo Von Miller? Your message was retracted, but what's going on?
What up?
Thanks for joining us. Costone 90. Thanks for answering some questions.
Oh, he's answering.
Yep.
He's helping some people out. Yeah, anybody who feels like giving their input, knock yourselves out.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thanks for joining us today. This is cool. This is a lot of fun. This is longer than we've ever gone for a live stream before.
This is a lot. So we try to get through these in the next 15 minutes. Give people an hour to prep before the games.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. All right, 15. We're gonna go until noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. We'll get as many questions in as we can. So let's do it.
Big GG, PPR, Tim Patrick or Cephas?
Tim Patrick. I think Alan Gardner had a Mike Evans or Mike Williams question. We may have answered that one already, but I'm going to say Mike Evans.
Yep, I would go Mike Evans there too. I don't think we got that one. Did we?
Okay.
No,
Mike,
we did.
Mike.
We did. There was a Mike
Yeah,
and
we
Mike
did.
question. Yep.
Yep. Mike Evans, and then Patrick over Cephas for me. Better matchup.
Mitchell Grady, we agree.
Yeah, Chase Claypool. Yep.
Court Day, Thielen or Sterling Shepard? Thielen.
Thielen.
Joey McShay, Derek Carr or Josh Allen?
Allen.
Got to go Allen there, even though he hasn't been great. You got to go Allen there. Durag King, I have James Robinson starting, but I have benched Rondell Moore on,
Benched
and
Rondell
Tyson
Moore
as my flex. Is that good?
I'd
put Tyson over James Robinson this week. And
he said Tyson as his flex.
Oh,
so Tyson
Rondell
looks like he's
Moore
already
over
in there.
James Robinson, you're asking?
Yeah, I think that's the case. I'll say Rondell.
Yeah, I would too.
I'll say Rondell.
Rodrigo Fuentes, hey guys, y'all trust Trey Sermon to go off or play safe with Chase Edmonds, RB half PPR, bench Gaskin and Jacobs? I would
play it safe with Edmonds.
Yeah, I would play it safe with Edmonds. He's gonna get that PPR work.
Yeah.
And you're in half PPR, so you benefit. So yeah, I'd go Edmonds. Miguel Payan, flex PPR, Julio Jones, CEH, Jamar Chase, DJ Clark, and we got that.
I think
one
we got that one already. Madison.
Yep. Ayuk or OBJ, Easalib, I think.
Beckham.
I think you go Beckham there.
Beckham. Ayuk's done nothing.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah. Beckham hasn't either, but Beckham should be the wide receiver one.
But that was, I mean, he hasn't either, but he hasn't been on the field. I mean,
right.
we've
Ayuk's
seen
been on the field doing
Ayuk
nothing.
Been on the field.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Beckham.
Laura and Jim Cooperman, thank you both for joining us. If it is both.
Yeah.
In PPR, I need one flex Gronk, Pollard, Latavius, or Pascal. Any chance you would play Pollard over Javonte Williams this week?
No, I would not. But if you can play both him and Pollard, then I would do that.
And if you can flex Gronk, I wouldn't hate that.
It says need one. I'd prefer Pollard over Gronk.
Would you? All right.
Yeah.
Tim Patrick or KJ Osborne?
Vikings are playing the Seahawks. Denver's playing the Jets.
Osborne.
Osborne's the upside play.
Yep.
Osborne's the upside play.
Costone 90 would go with either Pollard or Latavius in that prior question. So
I'd go Pollard, yeah.
Maddox, what you doing? Need one flex in PPR. Mike Davis or Trey Sermon, please help. I'd go Mike Davis there.
Mike Davis. I'm not a. I'm. Trey Sermon is on every bench until
he's got to
further
show it to
notice
me
for
first. Miguel Payan, Madison, Hunt, Juju, Sutton, Melvin Jones, RB2 and flex.
Madison
and Sutton, RB2 and flex.
Madison and Sutton.
Yep.
Madison and Sutton.
Allen or Carr, we got that one.
If Dalvin Cook plays, should we start him? That is from sports bias. Yes. Yes. It might hurt. You might be looking at it could be bad. It could be nothing. It could be like he gets in there for 3 snaps and comes out, which I hope isn't the case. If he's in, you got to play what was probably the 2nd overall pick.
Yep. Paul Margansky, St. Brown as my number 2. Should you start him? That's tough if you have him as your number 2. Ugh.
Yeah, I can't feel good about that one.
What are your other options? Let us know.
Yeah, who's your other options?
Thielen or Sterling Shepard? Thielen.
We got that one already. Thielen.
Yep. Rondell Moore, James Robinson, or Tyson Williams? Durag King.
Tyson.
Sports biased. Cook is not ruled out yet. I don't think.
If Cook is in, you have no choice. You have to play him.
Right. Larry Siebert, OBJ, or Rondell Moore?
Damn. I'll say Rondell.
Yeah, OBJ's got to show it to me for a full game.
Odell's got to show something first.
He's got to show it to me for a full game. So, yeah, Rondell.
Yep.
Rondell. I know Derek Carr has been killing it, but I have a feeling Josh Allen is just going to break out this week. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go Allen over Carr. Yeah.
Joey McShay. I don't know. Yes. More questions. Easalib. Drop Ronald Jones or James Conner for Jaquez. Sorry, guys. You know me with pronunciations. Hey, Jaquez Patrick.
I I would hang on to Ronald Jones for like one more week, maybe two.
And I would, if I was going to drop one, I'd drop Ronald Jones over James Conner.
I'm fine with dropping either one if you really want to.
I'm just for my 2 cents there, but I mean with Jaquez Patrick, the thing is, they brought in so many of these just no-name running backs. I mean, Kerryon Johnson just got elevated from the practice squad. We don't know what's going on with Hasty. Didn't he just get put on IR? So he's out for 3 weeks, right? But Elijah's coming back. We don't know what we have with Trey Sermon. We know that Jeff Wilson's coming back at some point. It's just, this backfield's a mess, man. I don't know if I would go.
I would say it's kind of a messy situation.
Yeah. Until it shakes out, it shakes itself out a little bit more. I don't know if I'm dropping either of those guys.
Let's keep it moving. I think Jaquez Patrick is not like a priority ad. Just don't think so.
Logan Thomas or Max Williams. Logan Thomas, bro. Yeah. OBJ or Pollard. We got a super chat. Thank you.
Appreciate
that. Thank you, JT86TN. Standard flex spot. Mooney, Fournette, or Edmonds. Edmonds.
Yep. Yeah, I would play the matchup. I expect points to be scored today in that game. I would go Edmonds. Connor looks like he's dust. Chase Edmonds.
All right, where were we at?
It was the GOAT Tyler, OBJ or Pollard. I'm going Pollard.
You're going Pollard.
Yep.
Nathan Larson, full PPR, Rondell or Gronk in the flex. I'd go Gronk.
Slight edge to Rondell for me. Slight edge to Rondell, like real slight. Gronk's not going to catch 2 touchdowns every week. It's just
right, but I mean, the progression means catching 1 touchdown. And
yeah, I understand. I would go Rondell.
Yeah,
I'll go Rondell. It's tough.
Logan Thomas over Max Williams. Yeah, we agree, Jay Wright. Yeah. Rodrigo Fuentes, Sermon or Edmonds? Edmonds. Go Yankees. Who should I start at my defense, Arizona or the Ravens?
Baltimore.
Yep.
Baltimore.
Got a great matchup.
Yep.
Durag King, James Robinson or Tyson? Daniel Mulugeta. Moore or Claypool versus Claypool versus Javonte Williams standard.
Claypool and Williams. Claypool and Javonte.
Yep. Full PPR flex. Swift, Harris, Sermon, Madison, Boyd.
Madison and Swift.
Yep.
Madison and Swift.
It didn't say pick 2, so I would go Madison there.
Oh, well, Madison then.
Unless Cook is playing. Edward Hilaire or Fournette, RB2. Go Edward Hilaire there, bro. Yep. Got to roll with your studs for one more week and see how it shakes out. If Cook plays, do we start him?
Yep. We got that already,
Sports biased. Winston over Danny Dimes. Nick is going to say no.
Danny Dimes.
Sebastian Dobrnick. Choose 3 players, 1 flex, 2 RBs. Jamar Chase, Javonte Williams, Alexander Madison, CEH, Miles Sanders. Alexander Madison. CEH.
Choose 3.
And it's between Jamar, Javonte, and Sanders.
I'll go Chase. I'll go Madison. I'll go Clyde. I'll go Jamar Chase.
Yeah, with Higgins out.
Yep.
Hey, we got $6.99
wow.
Canadian from Brian Martin. Hey, thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate that.
Canada,
yeah,
bro. That's cool. Sutton, Devo, Devonta Smith. Start 2, sit 1, full PPR.
You're sitting Devontae Smith.
Yep.
And that's pretty easy.
You got to start
actually.
Sutton and Debo.
Better matchups. Devontae Smith is going to see the number 1 corner of the Cowboys, who I keep forgetting his name, but he's playing well. I would expect Sutton and Debo to be better plays.
That's not a woozy, is it? I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
Answer questions.
We got a few minutes left, so let's rapid fire this.
Yep. Where we at?
Tyler Boyd or Henry Ruggs? I would go Boyd.
I would too. Go Boyd there.
Yeah. Non-PPR, Hopkins, Odell, Mike Williams, Julio, Hollywood Brown. You got to play Hopkins. And then it's between, for me, Mike Williams and Hollywood Brown. I guess I'd give a slight edge to Mike Williams because I expect it to be a shootout. But man, I think Hollywood continues his run today.
Yeah, that's a tough choice between Mike Williams and Marquise Brown, but
I'll say slight edge to Mike Williams.
I would too. He's been on fire.
Or could be a shootout.
Sebastian Dobrnig, who do y'all prefer, my QB, Allen or Hurts? I'd go Allen.
Allen. It's a great matchup for Jalen Hurts, but he's without his left tackle. Go Allen.
Yeah. Should I start Cooper at flex? Hey, if Cooper looks like he's playing, start Cooper at flex.
He's playing, so do it. I think we missed a Madison or Damian Harris question, so I'm just going to say Madison. If Cook is out, Madison. If he's not,
sorry about
Harris.
that, FYB. Do I start Murray or Jones if no Cook?
I don't know who Jones is.
Is it Marvin Jones?
Marvin Jones, Julio Jones. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Or is that? Yeah, I don't know.
Let us know.
James White or Peyton Barber? James White.
James White.
Lawrence McLaurin or Sermon Superflex?
Oh man, I can't sit Terry McLaurin.
It's between McLaurin and Lawrence, and I think you got
McLaurin. I'm not sitting McLaurin. I know it's Superflex. If there's a way to get the second quarterback in there, then maybe. But I'm playing McLaurin.
Okay. Contrarian right there for a Superflex, but there you go.
I can't sit Terry.
Tyler Boyd or Tyson Williams, PPR, Tyson. Should I trade Gibson for a better RB2 if I have assets to do so? No. He's going to work out, bro.
Yeah, keep the faith.
Yeah.
Keep the faith on Gibson.
Roll steady with Gibson. Better days ahead.
Yep.
Juju Odell or Marvin Jr.?
I'm assuming that's Marvin Jones.
Yep.
Marvin Jones.
Yep.
Over those other two. Marvin.
CEH or Devin Singletary? CEH.
Clyde.
Raiders defense or Titans defense?
You're good with either one. I'll give a slight edge to the Raiders, maybe because they might actually be the better unit. But they both have good matchups. The Raiders are playing a backup quarterback. Is stronger
than I thought it would have been.
I would give a slight edge to the Raiders, but you should be fine with either one.
Yep. Kicks from Mike. PPR flex. Tyson or Juju? Tyson. Supreme sandwich. Start bench flex between AJ Brown, Rondell Moore, and Tyler Boyd. AJ Brown.
AJ for sure.
Start bench flex, and then the flex would be Rondell or Boyd. Boyd's safe. Rondell's high upside.
Boyd is safe. Rondell's the upside play. Go with your gut based on that.
LeBron's brain. Full PPR. CEH or Boyd this week? CEH.
CEH.
Go Yankees, Arizona, or Ravens
Baltimore.
Defense this week.
We
Ravens.
We got that already. Baltimore.
Darnell Mooney as the number 3 wide receiver. Yeah. Could do worse.
Could do worse.
Could do better. Could do worse.
Could do worse. Fields might make things better for him, and he will not see Denzel Ward. So sure.
Yeah, he might get funnel targets this game. You never know.
Maybe.
Can someone answer my question? Yes.
Sorry,
CEH or Devin
CEH.
Singletary.
We're behind. We're behind. We know.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the question.
Yeah.
LeBron's James, Joey Bosa also active, and Carson Wentz.
Oh, that was that was maybe a defense question.
Yeah.
Allen or Carr. Allen. I think we did eventually get to that.
Yep.
You're going with the better play. Josh Allen's got rushing upside. Derek Carr doesn't. Josh Allen's the better quarterback. Derek Carr's playing better right now, but for fantasy purposes, Allen.
Yeah, and the Washington defense hasn't been what it was late into last season.
No,
this season
they haven't been. They haven't been as advertised just yet.
SFS Skrilla, Mike Williams or Rondell Moore? Mike Williams.
I'm going Mike Williams. Yep. Yeah.
Cole Beasley or Rondell Moore? I'm going Rondell there.
That's where I'll go Rondell. Yep, I'll go Rondell there.
You should not trade Antonio Gibson.
Yeah,
Denzel Roca. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Moore or Boyd?
We answered that one.
Yep.
Boyd is the safe play. Moore is the upside play.
Jamar Chase or Mike Williams? Ryan.
I'll go Jamar. He's the number one. I'll go Jamar Chase. He should operate as the number one receiver.
And Burrow's got to put it together sometime.
Yeah, he's getting there. Yeah. He's working his way back.
Joshua Dobbs start one. All right. Gaskin, Allen, Robinson, Rondell, Moore.
1 point per 20 receiving yards. So I'm going Gaskin there. I'll go Gaskin there. There's a higher receiving totals needed for points for receivers. Gaskin.
Okay. I get that logic. Yep. And you're still off on Allen Robinson. Oh. I get it. I get it.
I mean,
Little
it's
money,
a higher.
881.
If it was standard scoring, if it was like 10 receiving yards, then no. I mean, it's between Robinson and Gaskin. Robinson is the stud, safe play with some downside. Gaskin might have a little bit easier path to production with that being per 20 receiving yards, not 10.
Little money, 881. Hopkins or Pittman non-PPR. You got to play Hopkins.
Gotta play. I know you're worried about the injury. Studs. Gotta play Hopkins.
Yeah. Baker or Goff, QB2.
Goff's like leading the league in pass attempts right now, I think. The Lions are going to have to play catch up. It might be ugly. It might be ugly against the Ravens.
That's
slight edge to Goff. Baker is safer. Goff has more downside, but also I would say Goff has a slightly higher ceiling than Baker.
I would say that too.
There you go.
Yep. Start Mike Williams or Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson.
Yeah. Then at that point you just got to start your stud.
Yeah, Allen Robinson.
Last year I paid a lot of money to watch. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Trevor Davis.
I appreciate that.
To watch NFL. Now I'm watching NFL Online with Screen Variety TV. Okay, hey.
Okay.
Thanks for letting everybody know.
Yeah.
Never heard of that one.
AK Sutton or Julio.
Sutton yep.
Sutton.
I'd go Sutton there too, until further notice. I mean, with Judy out, you got to go Sutton there. Tim Patrick or Cephas non-PPR. We already mentioned
Tim
that
Patrick.
one. Maybe not your question, but somebody else answered that or asked that question. Tim Patrick. PPR Chase or Mike Williams.
Jamar Chase or Mike Williams?
Jamar.
Slight edge to Jamar. He's operating as the one.
Sutton, Debo, Devonta.
We got that one. Sutton and Debo.
Lamar Jackson or Kirk Cousins. We already got that one. Sutton or Debo. Ooh.
Or that Sutton and that's Costone's helping out.
Thanks, bro.
Next one's Michael D'Ambrosio, Tunyon or Cook. Tunyon, I guess.
Yep.
Yes. Mike Williams, Allen Robinson. Guys are having a conversation in the chat. You'd love to see it. Young Vision, DJ Chark, TJ Hawkinson, Marvin Jones, or Shepard. If Hawkinson is not in your tight end spot, then put him in your flex. Sure. Over all those guys, easily. Let's see. Claypool or Clyde. Full PPR, I'm going Claypool.
Yeah, with Deontay out.
I'm going Claypool.
I think I'd go Claypool there too. Cole Kids 31, Mike Davis, Fournette, or Julio at flex.
Julio.
Probably go Julio there.
Julio.
What do you think of Hawkins this week? Hey man, you play him if you got him.
You got to play him. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel particularly great, but we're still talking about on any given week a top 5 option at the position. You got to play Hopkins. Just got to do it.
Nurse Mindy, hey, if you're a nurse, thank you for what you do. Full PPR, pick 2. CEH, Mike Davis, Beasley, Rondell, Moore. CEH and Rondell.
Yeah, Clyde and Rondell.
Yep. Brandy Hawking, you will see the game on. Okay. Huff and Puff, Tyson or Edmonds, PPR.
Tyson.
Gotta go Tyson there. I like Edmonds. Gotta go Tyson there.
Tyson.
Start 1, sit 2. CeeDee Lamb, Deebo Samuel, Chris Godwin. Ugh. I mean, CeeDee? Do you go CeeDee there because Cooper's banged up and Godwin's gonna see Jalen Ramsey?
CeeDee, Deebo, Chris. You gotta play CeeDee.
Yeah.
You gotta play CeeDee Lamb.
Kado's Young, James White, or Rondell Moore, full PPR.
Oh, that's tough. I'm inclined to say James White. Let me take a look at that one.
Who the Patriots got this week? Saints.
I'm going to say James White. Slight edge to James White.
Sorry, got a text. Mega favorite 1 pick 2, Saquon Barkley, Alexander Madison, or Mike Davis, Alexander Madison, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, easy.
Trey Sermon or Joe Mixon. It's Mixon. And it's not even close.
Yeah. Start 3. Hopkins, Julio, Boyd, Ruggs. Hopkins is in. Boyd is in. And then I would say Julio.
Yep. Those first 3. Shepard or Robinson? Shepard. Pitts or Mark Andrews? Nick has already answered this. Pitts in the past, so.
Pitts.
Tannehill or Derek Carr? Derek Carr? I think I'd go Derek Carr over Tannehill as it stands right now. I think I'd go Derek Carr over Tannehill.
I don't think I would, but go with your gut there. I think I would lean Tannehill. I know it hasn't been pretty yet, but I would go Tannehill.
Who are the Titans?
Seahawks.
Oh.
Or not Seahawks. Sorry. The Colts. That was last week. They're playing the Colts. Colts have been torched through the air so far this year.
Yeah.
Tannehill.
Might not need a ton to win. Might just run Derrick Henry and he can run for 500 yards and do his thing.
Maybe.
With no Josh Jacobs, they need Derek Carr to pass to win. I'd go Derek Carr there. They technically don't need Tannehill this week. I would not think. Jeremiah Richard, Mike Davis, or Sterling Shepard? Sterling Shepard. Noah Drontel, start 2. AJ Brown, Chris Godwin, Mike Williams, or Allen Robinson. AJ Brown and Chris and
Godwin. I would still Godwin. I know it's a tough matchup, but Godwin.
Alex Madison or Tyson Williams. You gotta go Madison if Cook ain't playing.
It's PPR. Tyson's the upside play. We've gotten Madison or Tyson a couple of times. Tyson is the upside play if you feel like you need to swing for the fences. If you think you can play it safe, then Madison.
Yeah. If it were me, I'd be playing it safe with Madison there. Do you pick 2 for standard scoring? Should I start CEH versus the Chargers, Kareem Hunt versus the Bears, Tony Pollard versus the Eagles? Starting Montgomery as 1.
Clyde.
Yep.
Clyde. Roll with Clyde one more week.
Do I start Lamar? He is listed with sickness. Need help? Yeah, you start Lamar.
Yes, you start Lamar.
He's been listed with sickness to begin the game in the past. He'll be fine. Tyson, Madison, or Clyde? That flex in PPR.
Tyson is the upside play. Madison is the safe play. I think Clyde's the odd man out there, believe it or not.
Crazy to say.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts?
I can't sit Mahomes.
Yeah, he's going to be in a shootout with Herbert. You're gonna be wanting to play Mahomes here.
Hurts doesn't have his left tackle this week, so it's going to make it a little tougher.
Oh, we already got that one. Joe Mixon, Insanity, full PPR. 8 teams. Lamar with illness or healthy Kirk Cousins?
Lamar. Got the question about AJ Brown and got that one. Rondell Moore, Sony Michel, or Kenyon Drake in the flex. Half PPR. Going Sony there?
Definitely over Kenyon. Sony over Kenyon. It's between Rondell and Sony, and I would go Sony there.
I would lean slight edge to Sony.
Sony is the safe play there. Yeah. Costume playing sports while sick is easy. Depends what you're sick with, bro.
Yeah, right.
Dylan Glickman, Allen Madison. We got that one already.
Yeah, Madison and Tyson Williams.
Everybody's
Madison
still
is safe.
in here.
Tyson is upside.
We will get to your question if you throw it in the chat, so you don't need to ask it twice and spam it.
We're behind. We understand.
Yep. Tyson, Madison, Clyde. We got that one.
Yeah, we got that one.
Start 1, Rondell Moore, Pollard, Gaskin.
Oh, said Pollard twice. Gaskin and I would go Gaskin. I just expect a little bit more volume today for him.
Yeah, I mean he's still their number 1 running back, and they've had some bad luck, but things will turn around for that squad. TX Eagles half-point PPR flex. James White or Corey Davis? I think I'd go Corey Davis.
I'd go James White personally.
Okay.
I'd go James White. Half-point PPR. White's back to form, it looks like, after a down year last year. I would go White.
Not every game for the Jets is going to be a 4-interception game.
No,
I
understand
Braxton
that.
Berrios is the number one wide receiver.
I
I
understand
think Corey
that,
Davis
but
has weeks that are more like week 1 than
he can
week
bounce
2.
back this week. I would say James White.
Jeremiah Richards, Mike Davis, or Sterling Shepard? Sterling Shepard.
Shepard.
Edmonds or Tyson? Tyson. Should I start Mike Evans or Tyson Williams in my flex? I would go Mike Evans there.
You gotta go Mike Evans.
Pitts or Gronk or Osborne?
We got the Kane Z question. You said Gronk. I'm leaning Pitts, but we officially said Gronk as the start there.
Sermon over Tyson? No. Start Tyson.
Tyson Williams. Yeah.
Damian Harris or Laviska? Go Damian Harris. Laviska hasn't shown it yet.
Yeah, Damian Harris over Laviska Shenault. Yep.
Do I start Madison or Tyson? We've already answered that one.
Madison is safe. Tyson is the upside. We'll keep hammering it home. We'll hammer it home.
It's good that one keeps coming up.
It's a tough one. Madison is the safe play. Tyson is the upside play.
Mike Davis, Hollywood Brown, and Sterling Shepard, and I have Mike Andrews as my tight end.
Hollywood.
It's between Hollywood or Sterling Shepard.
I'd go Hollywood. I'd lean Hollywood in a great matchup. I mean, Sterling Shepard's got a great matchup.
Any chance you have Lamar Jackson as a quarterback and have like a holy trinity at your stack? Yeah.
The full Raven stack. I like Hollywood this week. I do. I think he keeps it going.
Yep. Nick put out a video about Hollywood a few days ago, so if you ain't peeped it yet, check it out. It's a good one. Gunnar Olsen, Damian Harris, Pollard, or Rondell Moore. Harris. Go Harris.
I lost the spot. Oh wait, I found it. Harris. Harris. Yes.
For Ferguson Tamront, I know that it's hard to find a good source. Oh, okay.
We're good.
Yeah. Mixon versus Madison.
Pittsburgh or Madison versus
I'd go Mixon.
Seattle. I'm going Mixon.
Gotta go Mixon. Tonyan or Cook? We already got you, bro.
We got that one. Slight edge to Tonyan.
Yep. Tannehill or Fields? 4-point passing TD.
Fields. Rushing upside.
I would go Fields too. We haven't seen it from Tannehill this season, and gotta love that rushing upside. James White or Corey Davis?
We got that one. You said Davis, I say White.
Should I start Evans or Tyson Williams?
Evans.
Yep. Odell or Pittman?
Pittman. That's actually relatively easy for me. Pittman.
Yeah, I think I would too. I think I'd go Pittman. The argument for Odell is there's not a lot of competition there, but there's not a lot of competition for Pittman either.
Odell's got to show it. Got to show it. He hasn't for some time now. Pittman. Melissa Shepard, we got that one already. Definitely Tyson over Sermon. Definitely.
Is there any way to get these screen variety ads?
No, just ignore them.
All right. Gronk or Andrews? Have an N.
You missed one. Andrew
Did
Neely.
I?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Have PPR, CEH, Shepard, Madison. Need 2. CEH and Madison.
Clyde and Madison.
Yep. Evan N. Gronk or Andrews?
Gronk.
Gotta go Gronk there.
Gronk.
Tyson or Edmonds? Got you.
Tyson. Yeah, we got Huff and Puff. Go with Tyson.
Full PPR flex spot, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, Rondell Moore, or Jalen Waddle.
Chase. Jamar Chase. He's going to be he should operate as the team's 1.
Yeah, I'd go Chase there too.
Yeah.
And he's not playing with the backup. Start sit. Right. CEH Robinson. Sit.
Clyde.
Robinson. Start.
Yeah, sit
CEH.
Robinson, start Clyde.
Andrew Neely. Hey, you're welcome, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your questions.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Dice. Tim Patrick, AJ Green, James Conner, Alexander Madison, or KJ Osborne. Gotta go Madison, bro.
Madison, easily.
PPR, who do I start at flex? OBJ, Rondell Moore, or Mike Davis?
PPR, I'm going Rondell. I'm sorry, I cannot advocate for OBJ.
Yeah,
what argument is there? What argument is there?
I know.
Rondell.
My gut is just to go OBJ there, but then I gotta stop and like sit back and think. No, this is not.
Till further notice. No, I gotta see something.
2018 OBJ.
It's not 2015.
Fair point. Is it risky to start Daniel Jones, Saquon, and Shepard? Yeah, it's.
No, not at all. No, I love that stack this week. No, yes.
People don't like what they've seen out of Saquon this far, but it's not risky to start Saquon.
It's not risky. Nope.
It's not risky to start.
Full giant stack is fine against a bad Falcons defense.
Chris Papa, full PPR. Cephas,
did we miss one?
Emmanuel Sanders,
Osborne,
or Chark. I think we've gotten Kane Z's question.
We missed one. David Cruz. Pittman, Corey Davis, Sony, Osborne.
Sorry, David. My chat is bugging. PPR. Pittman, Corey Davis, Sony M. Osborne.
Pittman. I'm going Pittman there.
It's between Pittman and Sony, and
Sony's got a bad matchup. Pittman.
I would go Pittman there too.
Pittman.
Yeah. All right, back to Chris Papo's question. Cephas, Waddle, Emmanuel Sanders. I would go Waddle.
I would go Waddle there, and thanks, appreciate that. Waddle. Cephas bad matchup. Sanders could be flexible, but. Waddles.
I start Daniel Jones
or the team's wide receiver one.
Shepard.
Daniel Jones.
Moore. Gotta go Daniel Jones there.
Go
Nick
with the stack.
Swayed me.
Go with the stack. Daniel Jones, Shepard stack.
Yeah, I would.
Go with the stack.
I'd do that.
Yep.
Yes. Thanks, Costone.
Yeah.
Juwan Johnson versus Freiermuth.
I would probably say Freiermuth without Deontay.
Yeah, that's a good bet. And Saquon versus Swift.
Saquon.
Gotta start your studs. Gotta start your studs. Everybody asking
about
Daniel Jones.
Treehouse is me and him are on the same page. Yes, start Daniel Jones. Yes.
Trevor Lawrence versus Brissett. Hey man, you gotta play Trevor Lawrence.
Gotta play Lawrence.
Gotta play Lawrence there. Pick 2 PPR. Myers, Ayuk, Kirk.
Myers and Kirk.
Carr or Herbert.
Herbert.
Tyson Williams or Antonio Gibson. Gotta go AG there.
God damn. Yeah, I do like Tyson this week though.
Yeah, no, Cade Christian. Do not trade Jonathan Taylor and DK Metcalf. They're studs. Better days are ahead.
Both.
Keep them on your
No,
squad.
keep them both.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Kane Z. I hope I've seen him answer the same question. Osborne, Chark, or Pitts. If it's between, I think he was saying Osborne, Gronk, or Pitts. If it's Osborne, Chark, or Pitts, then Pitts.
My chat just jumped again. I'm looking for the spot.
Okay, it's okay. If it Kane Z, I would go Pitts between those three, between him, Chark, and Osborne.
Right. I got it.
Carr, Herbert. I think we got that one. Herbert.
Hey, Mr. Heinen, thank you very much.
Yeah.
PPR pick 2, KJ Osborne, Sony Michel, Darnell Mooney. Pick 2. Sony Michel?
Sure, starting running back.
And I think
it's
I'd
a
go
bad
KJ
matchup.
Osborne.
Remember with Sony, it's a bad matchup. We can't expect that much. But he's going to get volume. I would just say I'm not expecting a ton from Sony Michel today, but I understand wanting to start him. He's going to get volume. Osborne or Mooney? I mean, I guess for now, right now, Osborne has shown a little bit more, and it could be more of a shootout with them playing the Seahawks. That game has a chance of more points being scored than Browns Bears do. So, yeah, Osborne.
Yeah,
I like Mooney.
I'd go Michelle and Osborne there. Pick 2.
Yeah, Michelle and Osborne.
Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Heinen. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your questions.
Appreciate that. I'm where we need to be. Justin Corbett, pick 3. Madison, Gibson, Zeke, Claypool, Woods.
Gibson, Zeke, Madison.
I guess. Yeah, I don't want to sit those receivers.
Yeah, but I think
you're talking about 3 volume running backs.
Yeah, you got to roll with all those running backs.
3 volume.
3 out of 4. Antonio Gibson, Miles Sanders, Tyler Boyd, and Rondell Moore.
Gibson for sure.
Yep.
I'll say Miles. Put the running backs in. Boyd is the safe play. Moore is the upside play.
I'd go Boyd there over Moore.
That's what I'm
If I'm making the decision between the two,
lean.
I would go Boyd.
That's what I'm inclined to lean.
Antonio Gibson or Mike Williams? Got to go AG there, Christoph.
Got to go Gibson.
Yep.
Gibson.
What up, bros? Need help in PPR? Should I play Fuller or Rondell more?
Rondell. We got to see something from Fuller first, and it's not a great
Brissett.
situation. Yeah, Rondell.
Yep. Hey, big pun. RIP, bro. Flex, TJ Hawk, Tyson Williams, Miles Gaskin. TJ
Hawkinson. Who's your? Do you have Kelsey or Waller as your tight? I mean, if you have got both of the, if you've got like 2 stud tight ends, play them.
I'd play Hawkinson. Yeah.
I'd play Hawkinson as much as I like Tyson this week.
I mean, the number one target there, from a wide receiver standpoint, is going to be again locked down by Marlon Humphreys, who Nick has been touting all live stream. So yeah, I'd go Hawk. A lot of targets this game.
Yep.
Cade Christianer.
Question.
Hey, never say sorry for asking another question, bro. We got you.
No. Stafford in a hard matchup or Jones with an easy matchup. I will say Stafford.
Gotta go Stafford.
It's not as hard of a matchup as it might look. The Bucks are not off to like the start that they were last year. I mean, I'm high on Daniel Jones this week. Stafford is a cutoff for me. I would start Stafford.
Yep. Pittman or Rondell Moore?
Pittman. Wide receiver 1.
Trey Sermon or Sony Michel? Sony. Rodgers versus Stafford. I would go Stafford. I'd go Stafford.
Yep.
Hey, thanks, Steven. You too.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Swift or Madison PPR?
Swift if it's PPR. I'll say if it's full PPR, then Swift is more.
We've gotten
enticing.
this question and we've kind of flip-flopped on it because it's I mean,
you're
splitting hairs.
You're splitting hairs. Madison is a safe play. Swift might be more of an upside play.
Yep. Hey, thanks, Costone.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Not every take is. We're not all. No 2 people will ever be on the same for all takes. But
hey, yeah, we're not robots. We got.
Yeah, we're not. We gotta have.
And I have a feeling you wouldn't want that. You wouldn't be watching. If
you don't want that. Yeah, you want to have a little bit of conversation, some debate.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're making everybody better in here. We're making each other better. That's the plan. That's the goal.
Michael D'Ambrosio, Marvin Jones, or Chase Claypool standard.
Claypool.
Gotta go Claypool there with Deontay
Claypool.
out. Yep.
Claypool.
Justin Corbett, Tyson, or Rondell, Tyson.
Tyson, hell yeah.
Jackson Toll. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Do I start Marquise Brown and Cortland Sutton over Terry McLaurin and Robert Woods? I would not. No, I would not. Start your studs.
Keep those guys in.
I have PPR. Pick one. CEH, J-Rob, Hunt, or J-Will.
I gotta go Clyde one more week.
Yep. And if not Clyde, then probably Hunt there. But for
me, I'm going Clyde one more week. But if not, slight edge to Hunt.
Slight edge to Hunt. Carlos 23, Amon-Ra St. Brown, or Nyheim Hines at flex PPR.
Hines, just more proven. Can catch passes. I think there, points could be scored in this game. Carson Wentz cannot throw to running backs to save his life, but.
And I like Amon-Ra St. Brown, the prospect, a lot, but
not this
yet.
game, not against the Ravens.
Yeah.
Hines.
Full PPR: Kenyon Drake, James Robinson, or Trey Sermon. Pick one.
James Robinson.
Got to go James Robinson there.
Yep.
Do I start Marquise Brown?
Got that one already. David
Ho. I need 2. Mike Williams, Thielen, Mike Davis. Mike Williams and Thielen.
The wide in full PPR, the wide receivers.
Yep. Hey, in Standard League, need 2 running backs. Javonte Williams, Drake Gaskin, or Michael Carter. I would go Devontae and Gaskin. Javonte. And yes.
But I agree with you. Yeah, Javonte and Gaskin.
Got that one.
Yeah, Jackson, we got your question.
Shep at Atlanta or Terry at Bills. Have PPR and Rodgers or Stafford. Stafford over Rodgers.
Terry
over Shepard. Yep.
I think we're at the end of this chat.
We are at the end of this chat. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the 33 people still listening, still watching.
We just got a couple more. We'll go till 12:30, and then and then we're gonna call it. I think we're running out. Running out of questions a little bit here, but we can stick around we don't have to go all the way till 9:30 if we don't get any more questions. We don't want to bore you guys, but all right, let's take these last 2.
Start 2, Tyson Williams, Zeke Madison. You got to go Zeke for one. And we've been over this Tyson Williams, Madison.
Tyson is the upside play. Madison is the safe play.
Yep. And if I was to choose one, I would probably go Madison here.
If you feel like you need to swing for the fences, then Tyson. If you feel like you can play it safe, Madison.
Pick 2: Swift, Sermon, Pollard. Swift and Pollard.
Not Sermon. Yeah, yep. Swift and Pollard, not Sermon.
Hey, Ron, thank you for tuning in, man.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we agree, Crosstone. That's
tough.
That's tough.
Tyson upside, Madison safe. Zeke, you have to play.
My RB1 is Najee Harris. My flex is David Montgomery, and my RB2 should it be Antonio Gibson or Alexander Madison?
I'd rather play Gibson over Montgomery if you can't start 3 of those guys. Najee and Gibson, that would be my call.
Yeah, and if I had to choose between David Montgomery or Alexander Madison, I would probably choose David Montgomery.
I might lean Montgomery slightly.
Yep. Mike Davis or Rondell Moore?
Rondell in full PPR, yeah.
Terry over Shep. Yep.
Yes, no doubt. And Michael D'Ambrosio. I think we got that one already. But Chase Claypool.
Yeah, with Deontay out. Gotta go Chase
over
there.
Marvin Jones. Yep.
Hey Dice, thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for the compliment.
Glad to help.
Thank you for everybody who has tuned in all the way through to the end of this live stream.
Yeah, thanks for hanging with us this morning or afternoon, depending on where you are.
Shepard or OBJ? A few of them still coming in.
Damn.
Gotta go Shepard.
I'm thinking Shepard.
OBJ's got to show me. OBJ's got to show me.
Beckham's got to show it. He's got to show something first.
And the offense clearly doesn't run through him. Even when he was healthy, the offense didn't run through him. He wasn't even second tier. I
think Jarvis Landry operates as that team's wide receiver.
Well, even outside of that, he's the third offensive weapon. It clearly goes Chubb, Hunt, everybody else,
and then Kareem Hunt, Landry has been more productive on a per game basis. Yeah, Shepard.
Since we don't have any questions, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about OBJ here. Last time we saw OBJ healthy, I think he played 6 to 8 weeks. One of those weeks,
last year played. Like 4,
one
5,
of those
6
weeks he had a crazy game. If you take out that game and you look at what he did over the other 5 games in the year, he was like our wide receiver 40, and that was healthy.
It wasn't. His per game production since the trade to Cleveland has been way down. This is not New York Giants Odell Beckham anymore. It isn't. Looks like we got a couple more questions.
All Day Films, pick 2. Sermon, Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams, or Tony Pollard. Javonte Williams and Tony Pollard.
I think the same thing. Yeah.
And then Melvin Gordon.
Melvin would be 3rd. Sermon is, do we need to see?
Hooper or Ingram?
Austin Hooper.
I'd go
Austin Hooper. Again, no Jarvis. We just got done talking about how we're worried about Beckham. Jarvis Landry's out. I think Hooper's set up to have a fine day as a tight end stream.
Yeah, the Browns are looking for pass catchers, and I think the Giants have one too many.
Yeah. Hooper.
Damian Harris or Mike Davis? Damian Harris. Sony. Tom. I'd go Sony there.
Yeah, Tom. Either it's Trey Sermon or Sony or I assume that's Melvin Gordon. Yeah, Sony Michel. Yep.
Pitts, Osborne, or Gronk or Chark in the flex. It was Gronk.
John's high on Gronk. I like Pitts. We'll say Gronk though. Gronk's on a tear right now, and no Antonio Brown. Gronk should see a couple extra looks. Go with Gronkowski.
And you're welcome, All Day Films.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we're at the end here, John.
Let's shut this down. One more question: Mitch Rich, Allen Robinson, or AJ Brown? AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
Yep.
AJ Brown for sure.
But thank you guys for listening. We have 3 straight days of live streams. On Monday, we do a rapid reaction show. Have we nailed down a time?
We haven't nailed down a time, but we'll do it before the Monday night game.
Yep.
So be on the lookout. We'll be doing a live stream tomorrow as like a stock up, stock down reaction. If you have questions about waivers, we could try to squeeze those in as well. But we'll also be talking about that on Tuesday as well. Probably sometime between John, like 6 and 7 Eastern on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. That's a little bit more easier to lock in.
Yeah.
So yeah, feel free to continue to join us, come hang out, come get your questions answered tomorrow and Tuesday as well. And then again, not next weekend, week 4, but the weekend after week 5, we're looking at a Saturday night start sit in advance of a early London game that'll be taking place at like 9:30 in the morning. But this was awesome. This was a ton of fun. I see a couple more questions in
Madison,
here.
Mitch Rich, I'd go Madison over Sermon.
Madison over Sermon.
Michelle or Swift, I'd go Swift. PPR.
Swift.
Full PPR flex spot, help Sterling Shepard or Jamar Chase. I would go Jamar Chase. He's the number.
Yeah, I would go Jamar Chase. I know Shepard has the better
Higgins
matchup.
Out, I would go Jamar Chase. That's the deciding factor for me.
I would go Chase.
Woods, Chark, or Tim Patrick. Woods. Sutton or Tyson Williams at flex full PPR. That's tough.
That is tough. Tyson is my start of the week, so I got to rock with him.
Upside Tyson, floor play Sutton with
Tyson is Tyson is upside.
Also a ceiling play himself, so I think I'd go Sutton.
You'd go Sutton. I really like Tyson
he's
this
the floor
week.
play too.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Lee, my RBs are all injured. I'm starting Zeke. Who should my RB be? Pollard, Cordarrelle, or Moss? Pollard.
Go with Pollard. Yeah. Play them both. Cool.
But that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in.
I think that's it. We're done.
Once again, tune into our regular channel videos. We got new content coming your way every day. But hey, enjoy football Sunday.
Enjoy the football.
I hope every single one of y'all win your leagues. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day. Happy football, everybody.